Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, that Ninja Dev, joined as always by Johnny E, the Hype Reese, and Delvin Summer Games Mess Cox. How are we post Swiss launch, gentlemen? How are we doing?
Pretty good. Wish I had more time to play it. You know, goddamn podcast and
I actually took a break from playing.
Away.
I was like, I gotta watch TV or something. I've been playing too many video games.
Nah, son. I have been playing enough.
I still don't have Mario Kart. Still.
Wow.
The whole hood got Mario Kart over here, man.
You got what? 4 Switches finally? You went from
No.
nothing.
I got 3.
You got 3. What'd you do with the 4th one?
After the whole debacle, the 4th one never came.
Is it still like shipping? Did you just cancel it?
I didn't cancel it. They canceled it. And it's going back to the facility. My son did not get his Switch until Tuesday.
Wow.
It has been a debacle. But everybody got their Switches now. Everybody's happy. Everybody got their Mario Kart. 2 out of 3 of us has.
Yeah, not everybody. Target really have just nothing shipped from Target. Says it'll be here tomorrow. They also said that yesterday. So
that's it's ridiculous.
I bought my camera, my copy of Mario Kart, and my copy of Breath of the Wild, the red cart, from Target, and none of them have showed up.
My son was
Fuck
livid
Target, though,
because Target told us that Sunday we were recording Shaq, there was dual Switches being delivered. One here, which got delivered live on show, and one to my ex-wife's house, which was going to go to my son. So I said, son, just go over to the house and wait for your Switch. Because I know how it is over there. Them motherfuckers will see the old business and be like, oh, they're closed. They're just not delivered.
Great.
But,
what the hell? How do I make it stop?
I don't know. It's appropriate. But they'll just see the business, not realize there's a partner that's upstairs, and just not deliver it. And sure enough, my son went over there. He waited.
Did you guys get a bunch of music and stuff come across?
No.
Was it just me?
I didn't hear any music.
The moment I started Delvin's video, I got like a metal song or something playing in my headphones. I wonder if that went out over the stream.
I don't know.
Anybody watching? Chat, let me know. Like it was just like nights. I think it was like an ad, or I was like, "What just happened?"
Was it the Beach Boys? Was it the ghost of that Beach Boy?
Oh, John 32 said it didn't go out. Thank God. Sorry,
one of them just died
you,
today.
Delvin, but like, yeah, everything in my headphones just went. I didn't hear anything you said.
Yeah, one of the ghosts of the Beach Boys.
He didn't say anything important. Just
I was saying my son
got screwed.
Yeah, he was outside.
Like father, like son.
Like hours. And then I got a message that, we tried to deliver it.
Fall from the tree.
We tried to deliver it, and nobody was there. And he was fucking livid. I said, welcome to what I deal with all the time.
And all of this time, you both could have easily just gone to the store.
Yeah, I could have got it at any time.
Not you. I'm talking about Delvin. Like, you were good. You had deliveries. You had snacks and everything. You were golden.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to wait. Like, I'm not too upset about it. Like,
we could have went Friday. We probably could have went Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
By Sunday, most of the places around our neighborhood was gone. They were gone. So I would have had to
my
go
Walmart
traveling.
Was sold out. I went to Walmart today to pick up. We were out of flour, and they had sold out signs out front.
Mm.
Yeah, the Target by my house had. Not only it looked like they didn't even have Switch 2s. Like it didn't even come, even though they said it was there.
Looked like a Kmart.
Yeah, it looked like a Kmart. Like what happened?
Box for a Genesis.
Target is turned into Kmart. We said we will not be shopping with y'all, and they are just hurting. Not shipping Switches, not getting them, losing money. Fuck Target. Ever again.
Maybe you should not do stupid shit. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, that's how that works.
They definitely.
Sometimes people protesting and bullying works.
But did it? Has it worked?
Kind of worked.
Yeah, they've
what
lost
happened?
a lot of money.
They lost
But
a lot
what
of
happened?
money.
What did they do? Something? Did they apologize or something?
No, they haven't apologized, but the reality
Okay,
is
so-
they can apologize and they can decide to bring back things, but the reality is they've probably lost the black dollar forever.
Yeah.
Like we
Mm.
just it's
Yeah, Rebecca was doing this too. I don't exactly know why everybody hates Target.
mainly because
I don't follow
like
the
they
news
were
like that.
like they were big like supporters of LGBTQ, black initiatives, Hispanic at Target. Like they were always
Right.
like trying to be like,
And-
we are here
and
for
it's-
you. And
just
as
went like-
soon as there was something, they were like, nope, never mind. We're taking back all our DEI, getting rid of all of these things.
And not only that,
Gotcha.
it's the fact that Target went out of their way to pander to those groups.
yeah,
Like anytime, like
I think-
Black History
I think
Month
you can
comes,
accuse all of those corporations of doing
but
that.
even more so with
Okay.
Target.
yeah,
like,
Target was real.
like
they
To
all-
the point
they
where you
all
would have
do
thought, to the point where you would think that they would just stand 10 toes down, like Costco,
Yes.
for example.
yes,
Costco is like, yeah, this is who we are. We would have expected the same from Target, but Target just went ahead and just
Like-
backed away real
Just
quick. Like,
backed
nope,
into the
nope,
bushes.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
like Pride Month, Target used to have like a whole giant section of stuff. Like you could not see it. Black History Month, same thing.
Yeah.
Now it's like
maybe they fell down one of those Facebook holes that got all of our parents. Like maybe.
probably.
Probably, and
probably what
they'll
happened.
never see us again. And at first, it was difficult not going to Target, but now I forget it's
I don't
even
go to
there.
Target.
I've always gone to Target because it was convenient. I
That's
don't
right.
I
think
don't
you
like
told me that
Walmart.
before. Yeah.
I'm not a Walmart fan. I
I'm
was
not
a big Target fan, and now just
But now,
elsewhere. Find other
Walmart's kind of
places.
pulling me back in now. They
Pulled
got
me
Blu-rays.
back in.
They got DVDs,
I just ordered from
Blu-rays
Target
still.
because that's who was open. That's who I could get it from the night we were pre-ordering stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the rule.
Like yeah, I was
Like
I
when
wasn't
it,
playing favorites or picking. I was just like, who wants to give me an order tonight?
like,
I definitely played favorites and picked. I was really only trying Best Buy, and that's where I got mine.
yeah, when
I
you're in
love
the
If I had
Best Buy.
trenches,
done that,
Just-
I would have Mario Kart by now. But I still have not played.
when
Mario
you're in the
Kart.
trenches, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That's all to it.
I mean, I also fell backwards into a pre-order. I wasn't even really trying. It was just the page was just still up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But while you guys are out there buying Mario Karts or trying to get Mario Kart Switches, I bought another DualSense Edge.
I thought he was about to say I
That's
bought
what I
another
did.
Switch. I was
Oh.
laugh.
I bought the all black DualSense Edge. Got the Matrix on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever.
Good
got
movie.
some games. Yeah. That's what
I
I
didn't
was
know
doing.
it was a
I haven't
DualSense
even-
Edge. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
black.
It's beautiful. It's very nice. I like it a lot.
Looks good.
Yeah. Only the best for
should've-
the Pro. We
they
don't
should've
put the
started-
regular dual senses on the Pro. We
Oh,
don't
that
do
They
does
should have
look good.
started with that color.
That's a big improvement.
It's very
They
nice.
should like
It's very
started with
nice.
that
Need
color.
to pull up a. Aw,
Huh.
it's minor. I got one minor complaint, but I'll keep it to myself.
Well,
It's
got
good.
because the
It's very
the,
good.
the shiny part in the middle.
The finishes don't match. If the finish matched, it'd be like better. It's not bad.
I
but if
like
the
the little
finish
additional
matched-
gloss.
Yeah, but like, I get what you're saying. In what like it'd be like if a car had like a matte
A carbon fiber hood to go with everything else.
no like a matte fender but a gloss door. You know, like that would look weird.
This is more like the carbon fiber hood because everything else is the same except for that. So it's like
No, the
hood
faceplate.
part.
The
It pops
faceplate.
off.
The finish on the
Yeah.
faceplate.
Show it again, Dev.
Doesn't match the finish on. Maybe I have a bad picture. Hang on, I'll show you mine.
No. It's a glossy finish like on this part here, but also like
is what I'm
it
looking at.
matches this. That is the worst low resolution pixelated nonsense I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, no.
I mean, I can zoom in.
That's not it. That's not it.
I don't
That's
think
definitely
it.
not it.
That's not
That's
it.
something
That's
else.
not the. That's
No.
not the. Because this is what I was talking about. You see how this?
Yeah, that's no, because
That's not good.
this is glossy. This part is glossy, and also
I got
like
you.
those contoured grips on the side. That's not what this looks like at all. That's something else.
Oh,
Somebody
well,
put a grip or a skin on that or something.
let me try to
They
find
made
it.
it up.
Yeah, they made that up. That's just digital.
Yeah,
It's not real.
we made it up.
From Amazon.
It's not real. Didn't happen.
Yeah, didn't happen. But yeah, it's nice. I like it.
No, I
It's
can't
it's
find a
heavy. It's
better
got
picture.
the right heft. Feels
Hold it
real
up.
nice.
Yeah, it looks great.
See it. Oh, it's doing the same thing though.
What do you mean?
At least no, I like that one better than the other one. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's still got
Yeah.
the gloss versus like the matte. Like
Yeah,
the
like the
plastic.
regular
the
dude stuff.
outside is
I don't
matte.
like
This-
that the finish doesn't match. I would rather the finish match one way or the other.
So
Like just
the
pick one.
finish is all the same, like around like the edge of this here is all like that glossy type material. So it's kind of like a highlight, but it gets the job done. Plus that part comes off because that's where you replace the sticks.
I honestly wonder like how hard would it might be hard to match that little plastic faceplate like with the finish of the actual handles because they're just very different plastics.
That could be
Because
it.
every
Also.
edge kind of has that. It's really hard to get it to just look like one piece.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, did that. Just been chilling, dealing with shenanigans and nonsense. My wife is out of town this week, so I'm
What
single
is this?
parenting it.
Jokingly chatted about not getting chips and soda.
Oh.
When you say they refunded your order, you mean like you got a free Switch?
The whole Switch?
Yeah, you need to clarify that.
Yeah, we
Because if
need.
so,
we
I'm about
need
to open up a
more
chat.
details.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Open a chat.
going off on Walmart. Where are my fucking chips and
I'll
soda,
just
you
do it
bitches?
just to try and get a free Switch. Like, why wouldn't
Yeah.
everyone? Millions
I
should.
mean,
I don't think that's going to happen.
look,
though. I don't,
my
I don't think
pre-order
you're
didn't
gonna
even
be able
come from Walmart. Now I'll complain about it.
to- Right.
Shoot.
You might get one.
Free Switch, he says.
Free Switch. That's
You
crazy.
feel guilty.
Don't feel guilty.
Fuck that.
Walmart can afford that. There's absolutely no reason for you
A
to feel
blessing,
guilty
Yarden.
about that at all.
A blessing.
Yeah. Pay it forward. I don't know how, but pay it forward.
Nah, son. Fuck them.
That was like, I'm keeping it on to myself. Wow. Keep it all.
You, Yarden, you fucking deserve this. Enjoy it.
He does.
Appreciate it.
He's bought me a couple of games just to be nice.
Yeah.
I know he's done that for several people.
Sometimes
So,
the
good job,
universe
Yarden.
plays it forward.
That's karma,
There
buddy.
it is. Yeah. Very nice.
Walmart
very
don't
nice.
need it.
That's
Tell
true.
them, buy another one, you rich motherfuckers. That's what you tell Walmart. That's
That
all.
part. That part. But yeah, that's all I've been doing this week. I haven't played any Switch really. I haven't listened to anybody's conversation about the Switch other than the Nintendo Shack. That's really it. It's
Best
cool.
Nintendo podcast in the
I
world.
told my kids today.
Oh, Garrett's on it.
Oh, yeah, he just.
I was like, why is he here?
See?
He
I
tried
can't
the whole
believe
time.
that-
I
look,
tried the
look.
week before. They were like, Donnie, make Garrett come. I was like, you
what?
guys, I was like, are you
Who,
guys
we?
sure? No, it's we. Don't make me go get the tape. They're like,
Oh,
yeah,
he
Garrett,
got
come.
receipts.
And I tried to back out. I was like, he might be busy. He might have a wife or something. Like, you guys can't believe.
Okay.
She's like, he needs to be here. And
For
then,
what?
and then you get what you ask for. I was like, I don't think they've paid attention to Garrett in a year.
At all. They don't.
Yeah.
They have not paid any attention to him.
Look,
He's like, I'm good.
I loved it. It was funny. It was
I thought it
really
was
funny.
hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Because I don't want one, Rebecca. Like,
it's
just
great.
the calm deadpan of it all. Just,
I appreciate
oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Why would I want to do anything like that?
It
It's like
was
fucking
so
NPR.
good. It's the greatest troll job ever. It was.
I
It was wonderful.
appreciate that he is the former host of Nintendo Shack. Like, nah, I don't need one.
Former for a reason.
Yep. He got out while he could.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed your show. It was cool. It was cool. Huh? Told my kids, I said, look, I reiterated that. I said, look, if y'all act right, y'all don't fight, y'all listen and do what we say. When we leave for Maryland, we'll have a Switch 2. That way we can take 2 Switches with us to Maryland. You guys will both have a Switch. You guys can
Nice.
play. It'll be all good. So we'll see if they act right. Because if they ain't act
Have
right,
you-
it's just going to stay in the box.
I know you watch the trailers, but you know all about Game Share, right?
Mhm.
You should get them Clubhouse games if you haven't already. They could play together in the car, the same game together.
Yeah. I know.
That's awesome.
Would they play
Well,
Clubhouse
we,
games?
We ain't gonna be in the car. It's gonna be on the plane ride.
Or even on the plane. It's local. It's
But-
local wireless.
They,
And
they
it can
won't.
work on the old Switch too. You don't have to
Yeah.
have the new Switch to do it.
They won't. Hudson's gonna be playing Mario Maker and Deltarune or Undertale. That's what he wants to play.
Okay.
My daughter will just be trying to beat everybody in Mario Kart because she's that asshole. Like
Okay.
she's uber competitive and she is trying to not just win. She's got that mama mentality where she wants to put her foot on your neck and never let up on the gas.
Wow.
Like, I love that for her because I'm here for it. Don't just win, win big.
Respect
So
them.
we'll see if they can get their stuff together and I can take the Switch out the box. Otherwise, I'll just keep playing, stare at it in the box. Yeah, Donnie, you've been on vacation. What you been doing? Tell me what vacation Don
I
has been
imagine
up
you've
to
been
over the
playing a lot of
Switch.
stuff.
I've been playing games so much. So
Eating
many
hot
games.
Cheetos on the couch.
I don't do hot
Just-
Cheetos.
Just gaining weight slowly.
That's
Just not doing shit. Yeah, I want that life.
I didn't
Sounds
sleep
great.
much. And it was like I wasn't sleep much. I was just playing games or online or, just Switch 2, riding the wave. Like checking
Living
all
like
the
a
things out.
13-year-old.
Trying to find, yes, very much so. Like a kid who just went on summer break is what I've been doing for a week.
Nice.
And it all goes to hell tomorrow morning.
There you go.
So
There you go.
that's
I mean, at least
depressing.
it's on a Thursday, so it's really just
That's
like
true.
a day and a half of
Yeah.
work. It's basically Saturday. Like we're already at the weekend.
Yeah, we're already almost done. Yeah.
pretty much.
Before you know it, we'll be at Friday, and then you'll be out of there.
I do that stuff on purpose when I take vacations. I try to split weeks and stuff, so I either save money traveling, but more importantly, I don't come back and start a Monday. That's like the most depressing thing in the world, is to get back from vacation like late Saturday or on Sunday and then go to work. I always give myself like a little bit of a on-ramp to get back into that.
Yeah. My wife swears by that. She's like, I am never going to work the day after vacation. I need a
Yeah.
vacation day from the vacation.
100%.
I'm like, it must be nice. I never have enough time.
We're taking
to
Monday
do
through
that.
Friday. We're taking Friday through the following the Monday after. You're like, yeah, yep. I always add a couple days. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of Switch stuff, just mostly Breath of the Wild, which
Breath of the Wild.
That would be that's
My game of the year.
That's a National Geographic show. Yeah, I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and it's lovely, gentlemen. It's been lovely. I'm having quite a time right now. I feel like back at home, back in my element. I've got multiple people that I'm kind of sherping through, getting started. I'm like their wiki editor. They just come to me like, Donnie, I don't know what to do. I give them a tip, get them started in the right direction so they don't quit on the game. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The Zelda Notes app that they released as part of this is adding a lot, I think, to the experience. Not for a
Yes.
first-time player. Like, if this is your first time playing, I could see you looking at this app being like, how does this help me? Although, I mean, it definitely can help you. But for someone that's returning, like playing this will be my fourth time beating Breath of the Wild. The Zelda Notes, like the actual Zelda Notes where she has a voiceover, they add so much extra lore, and they're scattered around the map. There's so many of them. There's 120 of them to collect. And they're all like these little historical places. And I'm legit finding places I'd never found yet. I'm discovering places for the first time, and if I'm not discovering places, like I'm learning about its importance, beyond an environmental, like a textural level, like actually get history and background either on a certain NPC or a certain place in the game. It feels like I'm playing the game with like the director's commentary on, like as like a DVD special feature. That's kind of like, neither one of you've messed with this, right?
I have a little bit.
Yeah.
Just stealing
Just
stuff
the-
out of Delvin's
just the
inventory,
items.
That's all.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he's been doing. He's a criminal.
Which even that is a cool thing. All right, so here's the thing. There is the Zelda Notes, and if you click on that, there'll be like a list of them. You can click on the ones you find. Then there's the map, and if you click on the map is very cool. It's just, like Breath of the Wild is a map game. I would dare say probably the best map game. And in the map, in the Zelda Notes app, you can pick and choose what to display. So you can say, hey, show me towers, show me towns, show me Lionels, show me shrines, show me Koroks. Like you can pick and choose what to turn on and what to turn off. And you also have an option to hide things you've already found. So like you could open up that map and click on that hide things that I haven't found and turn on shrines, and you can see every shrine that you don't have, or every Korok that you don't have, or every tower that you don't have, so on and so forth. So like that is just very convenient, like as a tool to help you play. And that's great. Like there is a map in game. You can press pause and see the map. So like that's there. But with the Zelda Notes app, let's say you haven't uncovered things, you can use the Zelda Notes app to kind of guide your direction in that regard. And it syncs with you real time. And if you click on an icon, it'll actually give you GPS directions to it. Like it'll be like, hey, head north, head east, go up, go down. So that's also very helpful for a new user.
Yes.
But the what I'm using it for, and why I keep harping on these Zelda Notes, is I just open the map. I'm not targeting anything. I'm not trying to select anything. I'm not being guided to anything. The map is just open, like a second screen like we used to do, right? Smart Glass, Wii U, that whole thing.
Mm.
And the cool thing about the Zelda Notes is that as I'm just playing the game, going to shrines, going to villages and stuff, I'm encountering Zelda Notes and they pop off on my phone automatically. So like as long as that map is open, if I walk over a Zelda Note, the app just pops up and she starts telling me about wherever I am. So it's almost like a museum. Like I'm walking around up to an exhibit and then the exhibit like yells at me and tells me what's going on here. And I think it's really cool. I think it's really rad. Again, as somebody who has played this game so much, thinks I know so much about it, I'm using this app to finding things or finding context or clues that I never saw before. And that just makes like replaying it like that much more rewarding. So I think that's impressive. I'm not trying to like put Nintendo over because they have a map. I realize most games have maps, but like what they're doing with this is better than that. It has like this little Nintendo spin on it that I think is really neat. And just like one thing that I was saving for Shaq, but I would like to just get it out there. Maybe our listeners, I would honestly, Dev, I want to know what you think about this. I find it a little, I don't want to say, it's not a surprise because like I kind of get it, but just like a little put off maybe. I've definitely noticed that nobody in the media seems to be covering Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom like a remaster. You know, like they're just like games that are there. Like everybody keeps talking about like how the Switch 2 is launching with just like one game. And the reason that I say that is like how many times has The Last of Us been re-released since Breath of the Wild came out? And like everybody's talking about Gears Reloaded right now, which has such less, I think, improvements on it compared to the Gears of War remaster that we got on Xbox One, right? It's just a 4K version of that, which I'm excited to play. I'm not taking a shot at Gears. I'm just saying, like, it's not all that different than what we already have. And then here we are, we have Breath of the Wild, which was Game of the Year, which, whether you agree or not, is one of the highest rated games of the generation, perhaps all time. And it has this giant performance upgrade. It's 1440 upscaled to 4K. It runs at 60 frames a second. It has full-blown HDR. It has this whole other app that lets you share items across friends, which you can use to like cheat and game the system. There's a map. It'll help you collect everything. There's all this extra lore. All this stuff is there. And people are like, it's just Mario Kart, guys. I'm like, there is this gigantic game that none of you are playing or talking about. That's like, it's really good though. So.
Yeah, I was definitely kind of alluding to that in the little rant we were having last night when I was like, well, you just really ain't sleeping. Everybody's like, oh, like the whole media is down on the Switch 2. There's nothing to play. It doesn't have any games. The fact that there are so many games that have been brought into like the current, like they're running at 60
the Breath of the Wild glow up is
better
crazy
resolutions.
Good. It's crazy.
The whole Zelda Notes thing to me is something that entices me to actually want to play that game because I love the lore and story and all of that.
It's cool.
Like this has such a
this
huge
is a cool
glow
thing
up.
that I would like to see other games adopt. Like Gears. If I could play Gears with a map and then as I went to certain
It's
points.
the definitive edition. This is a true definitive edition.
Yes.
This is the director's cut that has all the commentary and all the extra stuff. And the fact that we're not treating all the games that are getting this treatment the same way that we treat The Last of Us remastered part 2 season 5.
Like I'm not asking for them to go crazy buck wild about Breath of the Wild. Like I get it, but it's like, man, I see a lot of other I think folks talked about Days Gone remastered more than that. Like, Breath of the Wild is just kind of sitting in the background. And I'm like, listen, I know I'm a Breath of the Wild fucking super fan. I get it. But I'm seeing all this stuff talk about Mario Kart, whether you're over the moon about it or not. People are like, "Oh, what game do I buy?" And then I'm like, "Man, there's this gigantic game that's just sitting right there for anybody to play it." And nobody really, everybody's like, "Yeah, it's 60 frames. Nobody cares." It's like, man, I care a great deal. I think this is a big deal.
Yeah. I don't understand it. And what I don't understand is like, why aren't we celebrating this? Like, because this is going to be somebody's very first time also playing this game. There's going to be so many people. This is their very first time with Breath of the Wild. It's their very first time with Tears of the Kingdom. This should be celebrated the exact same way. The reality is games are here for fun. We're here to play. We're here to enjoy ourselves and have fun. And if people are having fun, isn't that what it's all about? It's not about how many killer apps or how many new games. This is all of these games are going to be new to somebody.
That's true. And I think maybe
No,
a part of it,
It is not about having fun. It's about people's
as I
hot
get older,
takes.
because I might be a victim of this as well. I wonder how many of us think Breath of the Wild is as old as it is. It's 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody thinks that it feels like that, but it's been a long time. Like, it's been long enough that, like, by today's standards, if you get new systems or whatnot, like, you'd expect, a remaster or an upgrade, a deluxe edition. Yeah, and it's like, that's what they've delivered, but I don't know. I guess people just played enough of it or over it. I don't know. Just, even fans. I see very few people talking or playing about Zelda right now.
It makes me sad, man. It just the games media, and it just feels like everything is about clickbaits or hot takes, and not about enjoying the fun that we get.
I get the point you're making, but I don't want that to connect to my point. I'm not seeing a whole lot like that from the games media. Like, they're covering games. They're talking a lot about Mario Kart and Welcome Towards Street Fighter. I just kind of I think Breath of the Wild deserves that same treatment is all.
Yes, 1,000%. It does. So does everybody. Every game that has a treatment like this. Everything has gotten some kind of like really nice glow up, good additions that kind of make the game feel
it's very
brand
impressive.
I see a lot of people talk about Breath of the Wild. I don't know about games media, but I see a lot of people out there talking about how great it looks and how great it plays now.
It's definitely like a showcase. Like, Cyberpunk's 100% a showcase for Switch 2, but
Yes.
don't sleep on how, like, Breath of the Wild might put you down. Put you in the ass. Like, this is what it looks
Breath
like.
of the Wild should be in the same conversation as Cyberpunk. Like,
yeah,
they should both be. Again, Cyberpunk ain't new. It's not like this is a new game that just came out. This is basically a remaster of that for the Switch, a definitive edition for the Switch.
Exactly.
Like, talk about it the same way we're talking about
nobody
the
really
Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
So I would also add on to that No Man's Sky.
Yeah. More people are definitely talking about that than Breath of the Wild.
No Man's Sky looks great, and it's only I don't know if it's still on sale. It was only $20 for Switch 2.
Yeah,
on the eShop. Great deal. So much content.
People definitely talked about that. Man. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Sorry if that went on too long.
No, this is what we're here for, Danny. This is our show.
I'm loving it.
This is what we do.
I'm 75 shrines in. I think I've played it for over 40 hours. Here's the funny thing. I could absolutely beat this game tomorrow. Like tonight. I could just get it up and head on and finish it. And I honestly feel like I have no intention of doing that. I am having so much fun. Like, I am farming lizards. I'm farming beetles. I'm getting diamonds. I'm duping shields. I'm duping swords. Like, I'm having so much fun playing this game only to set up my friends for success so that they too will play the game. Yes. Like, I've made a whole game out of, I have loops. I have a loop for carrots. I've got a loop for truffles. I've got a loop for durians. I've got a loop to get all this shit that I keep sending you guys. Like, every day I log in and I spend about an hour doing my loop, collecting extras that I think will help you all. My buddy from work, who I got his Switch to him last week, he fired it up. He bought Breath of the Wild today after our conversation. And I just got him into the box. And he was like, it's telling me I have to cook this meal. I don't know how. I was like, I got you. Here are the ingredients. That is so cool. It's so cool.
It's great.
Man, in so many ways, I know it's not the first time I've ever played it, but it feels like I'm playing it. It's a new way that I'm playing it. Like, it feels new to me because I'm playing it differently.
Well,
And,
now it's because you're Yoda, and you have a bunch of Padawans who have to follow your lead.
I'm trying. Like I'm trying to talk Josh into it. Josh, Kyle, notable Breath of the Wild haters. I don't want to. I'm not trying to make him turn on Horizon. He can love both. I love both.
Yeah.
But I would love the opportunity to step in and maybe help him,
Guide him.
see this game in a way that he couldn't before.
Just
Would
take a
love
look
to.
at
The
Kyle.
Breath of the Wild Sherpa.
Yeah, just take a little hit, a little bit of it.
I
One little
got to
hit.
tell you, just
him addicted.
replaying it, I have such joy. Like, I really love this game. Like, I just really love this game. It's got to be like my favorite fucking game. Like, I don't think I play anything quite the way that I play this game, and it's never changed. This is not a game I can play for like 20 minutes. When I play this game, it takes over. Like, I play for an hour, might as well be 5 hours. I play for 5 hours, nope, try 12 hours. Like, I just get lost. I just get lost into it. I just adore it.
It's the return to Hyrule remastered HD 60 Part 7
Yes.
Collection. What did they call the last? Was the bundle complete?
The
the
edition.
Breath of the
complete
Wi-
something
No,
part
no,
one.
they didn't. Yeah, they didn't call it
remastered?
edition. They called it just complete. Like it left it that way. I was like, what?
Is it though?
Yeah,
not.
factions still doesn't have factions. The PS4 one had factions, right? Did they carry
I
that
don't
over? Or
know.
they just kill it on 3. I think they may have killed that on 3
I have no idea. I never played the
before
online
Haley
portions
yells
of
at
that.
me. So, man, I'm having a ball. Like I'm absolutely
glad.
I haven't felt like this in years. I'm just like, this game was so damn good. Tears of the Kingdom wishes, man. And I'm not I love Tears of the Kingdom. I've said many great things about it, but these two are not the same. They're not in the same league.
One of these things is not like
Well,
the
I'll
other.
be figuring it out.
How are you? Yeah, you've gotten
Yeah, where
weapons
you at
from me,
with
but I have not heard or seen a peep out of you. How is it going?
I'm enjoying it so far from what I played. I'm
How
enjoying
much
it a
have
lot.
you, are you playing it though?
Yeah, I'm playing it. I'm playing it a little bit of it.
Have you been struck by lightning yet?
No, not yet.
I wish I could.
Caught me off guard. I was like, "What?
I wish I could
is
send
happening?
you guys. I wish I could send you guys armor, but I can't.
Yeah, that's what I.
That's what I was
that's what
hoping
I
for."
need.
I'm like,
Me
"Oh,
too.
I need some armor. Where's the armor
Yeah.
at?"
Yeah. What I found playing it so far is, I think, because I played and beat Tears of the Kingdom, I'm already adapted to this game now.
Yeah, you understand it.
I'm like really, so it's not like, no, I know what to do now. I can just go over here.
Have either of you left the plateau yet?
I've been off the plateau.
Okay.
I picked up where I left off, so I was off the plateau already and trying to figure
Okay.
out what the hell was I doing. I
Gotcha.
don't even remember.
Yeah, I
That's
done
the fun
talked to
part.
the
You
lady,
just do whatever
and
you
all
want.
that. Talk to the lady and all that stuff, and just go here. Yeah, I'm doing all that.
The lady Impa?
Yeah, that lady.
The
chick,
lady Sheik?
the chick. Hey, babe, what you want me to do? Like, hey,
Do you mean Pura? Can you describe? Now I need to know about
It's,
the lady. Like,
it's
who's
the
lady?
A-Rap store. He doesn't know where he's at. It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
A-Rap
A-Rap
store.
Right.
hey, let me get a white T-shirt.
Spread your cheeks. Oh, it's Black Ass. Why you didn't spread your cheeks sooner?
Because I have played this so many times before. I'm also playing this like you know how I feel playing this now? This is how I feel when I play The Last of Us. It's like I know every nook and cranny of the game. You know, like the more and more I played it, like I would just, I'd start to like play with the physics, like start making my own game and stuff. So when I played Last of Us, I think for the third or fourth time, I started to start behaving like that. Like, what can I do? How close can I get to them and all that? You know, I'm so cerebral with Breath of the Wild now. Like, I know the recipes that you need to get going, how to cheese the game. And that's one of the things I love about Breath of the Wild so much is it's so well balanced. For every like threat or challenge the game gives to you, it gives you like a litany of options to overcome that. And it's just a matter of like either knowing that and like it basically lets you design your own difficulty. Like this game can be super hard or it can be really easy. It just depends on like how much do you want to work for that? You know? Like I keep sending you guys durians because if you guys cook those just together, just two of those things, it'll give you temporary hearts. It'll boost your hearts up. That helps you early on in the game because you won't die so fast. You can do that with everything: stamina, attack, resistances. There's armor for all those things. They're easy way to get diamonds, so you can cash out and have a lot of money to, get armor. And it's just you have to figure that out and know where that is. Once you do, the game is super easy. Like I'm just like, man, I have this thing that's almost like I've like min-maxed like the whole inventory loop. I just have like this whole. I'd make this one lap around, and I'm like set. Because right now I've got both of you, Aaron, Mike, Jack's friend. I have 7 people coming in and out of inventory every day.
Wow.
So I'm like UPS over here, just shipping out stuff.
You're playing Death Stranding Breath of the Wild.
Kinda, yeah.
You're delivering packages and
Pretty
connecting the world.
I'm connecting the world through Zelda notes. That's exactly how it feels. I got folks putting in orders. They're like, yo, I need flame gear. I got you. Give me a minute. Start setting up like a Prime subscription.
Oh, man.
And if you guys didn't already know, super easy, like item duplication glitches have been a thing in Breath of the Wild since the beginning, and Nintendo has patched them in and out of the game over and over and over again. You can use your Zelda Notes app to duplicate any of your good stuff. So like when you boot in, if you have good stuff that you would like to just double, send it all to your items, like save the game, send it all to your app, reload your previous save, and then just re-download everything you just sent to the app.
Oh.
And you could just double once a day. You could double 10 items. So when I send you guys Hyrule Shields, like every day you play, just double it, just duplicate it, because there's only one in the game and it will break. So just keep making duplicates of it, and you can block Guardian's lasers with that thing. That thing is OP to death. So yeah, when you find swords and stuff like that, or diamonds, I think anybody that's playing, you should be duplicating a diamond every day. If not one, like 10. You could just load up 10 one day, and then you'll have 20 the next day, and you 10,000 rupees. You're good to go. It's that sort of stuff. Like I think that sort of stuff is really fun to do when you're replaying the game. Yeah. I know I've already said this and you've said it, but it's like bonus features. It's like now I'm just playing with the game.
Are there any short seals that don't break?
The Master Sword does not break. It needs a moment to recharge.
Right, but are there any shields that don't break, or do they?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But also in the Zelda Notes app, there is like a little slot machine game where you just pick it. It gives you a buff. You get one a day, and one of those buffs you can win on the wheel is item repair. And if you get that, you can just repair all of your equipment at once. And you can hold on to it too. So you can keep it for a while, and then yep. I forget what it's called. I think it's your daily update or something like that. When you click on it, you can do it could give you like item repair, or like it'll make you, stronger or more defense or faster for the day. Or not the day, it's usually like a 5 or a 10-minute timer. Stuff like that.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a blast. If you can't tell, I'm like really geeking out about it, and it's making me. I'm just super nostalgic for it too. It's reminding me of all this cool stuff that we used to do. So I love it. I'm having a ball.
I love that you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, anything else anybody wants to add to this week? Otherwise, we can go ahead and hop in this news.
Let's go to that news, baby.
All right, let's do it. Title of the show is Xbox Goes Portable, because that is kind of the big news out of Summer Games Fest. Xbox has announced their partnership with Asus with the Xbox ROG Ally. We have no price or release date yet, but folks did get to go hands-on. So we've seen exactly, I guess, we've seen what Xbox and Microsoft are trying to do, what their path is moving forward. We got our first look at what I guess would be called game mode. I don't know if it has an official name yet. A lot of the people that went hands-on with it, they kind of referred to it as like Steam Big Picture mode. essentially when you start up the device, it would launch into this. And the Windows applications, you could choose for that to happen. And that when you go into this Xbox wrapper, Windows has been optimized to like free up as much resources as possible. So when you go into this big picture mode, Windows does not load like the desktop or the icons or the taskbar or any of those functions or services that
So
power
it
any of this
doesn't
stuff.
load Explorer.exe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
They claim that all non-essential tasks for Windows are disabled when in this mode, which they said will free up to 2 gigabytes of RAM to give back to games to run. The handheld has an Xbox button that goes home, and it also allows you to switch apps. So you'll be able to load Windows apps from this overlay. So they showed like you could be like looking at your Xbox library, and then you could look at like Steam, you could look at Discord, without going back to like proper Windows. But there is an option to go to proper Windows. So like if and when you want to just use the desktop, you can, and then I guess the computer would either reboot or load those services, and you would launch into that, and you could set up emulators and I don't know, type a Word document, check your email, like you do whatever you want on a computer.
So I guess my question is, if you're switching from the Xbox game app store or whatnot to like Steam, what is that running in? Is that running in this same little game mode? Is that like loading Windows basically, or is it
Yeah.
something that's specifically made for this handheld? Because if I'm
No.
loading the Steam version of Windows and I'm loading Windows, am I losing that 2 gigs
They've
of RAM?
already said that this will roll out to other devices. I think it's going to be exclusive to the ROG Ally for this year, but I think they've already committed that their intent is to make it available on other handhelds, and I expect they haven't fully committed to it. I don't think in quote, but I would expect this is something I want to bring just PC overall, just Windows. This will just be like Windows is their console moving forward.
Game
So,
mode.
Game mode. That's kind of what I think the
God,
plan is for this long term.
This just makes me feel like Windows 8 all over again, though.
I think this is a good update for all.
Oh,
of
I don't
us.
think it's a bad thing. It just reminds me of Windows 8 and how they were really trying to target tablets at the time.
Yeah.
So it just makes
multimedia.
me think of that, like just taking me back to when, I mean, I've been in computers forever, so like dealing with all the new OSs and just like I'm like a little weary, little leery of that type of stuff.
I'm
so.
pretty impressed because when we talked about this for however long we've talked about it, I never really thought that Xbox had enough stroke to really make the Windows team, placate to them at all. I never thought that would happen, and that's definitely happened. Like when I saw it in the video, I was like, they're further along than I thought they'd be, because I thought this would be one of those things they tell us about, and then, it's next year, like the rest of their showcase. But it's launching this year. They did say that the handheld's coming out this year, and it'll have this game mode, so they're further along than I thought. However, I want to put it maybe an asterisk on that. A lot of the YouTube channels that went hands-on, I watched like the portable experts that were there because they got invited out. There's about 4 or 5 of them. Multiple of them as essentially mentioned that the OS that they were able to test drive like didn't function. Like a lot of the things didn't work. So it was almost like a mock-up, like a concept. Like this is a concept of the UI we're working on. So, it's not launch day. You can't write it off yet, but it seems like what they saw isn't what will eventually be there on day one.
We have concepts of a OS.
Something. Yeah, they're working on it. I am impressed by what they're doing. And like I said, like I've said, 3 years ago now, like I thought this was the path, and I always mentioned that like I'm not opposed to one day waking up and my console, my PC is a console. This is your Xbox mode. That's pretty cool. I'm not opposed to that.
It essentially is, for all intents and purposes, your PC is a console. Like that's where, most people game. That really is what it seems like Xbox is really pushing towards. I mean, this gives you any clear indication, like they are really like, look, your Xbox is a PC, your PC is an Xbox. It's all the same, and I'm not surprised that Xbox is going in on this because it gives them a whole new place to sell Windows. Like now you have all these niche little handheld devices. Well, how do we get Windows on those? What do we got to do to make sure that we're not loading Linux or we're not getting
Yeah, that
SteamOS?
SteamOS pressure is real because it's not just games. People are now being like, "This is just better
else
than
can I do with
Windows."
Linux?
Period. Like,
Exactly.
especially you got Chrome and stuff, and so many apps are virtual. Yeah, so I do feel like this is a playground for Microsoft to test, whatever that is they can do to curb that from growing out of the
Absolutely. I mean, they're the largest third-party publisher in the world now when it comes to games too. So let's figure out how we can get these motherfuckers everywhere. That makes sense to me.
So just like the leaks we talked about months ago, I think, maybe last month, maybe not a couple months. There's a white model. That one's very interesting because the white model has the Steam Deck OLED chip in it, apparently. The Caucasian.
Yes.
And
that's what you would call it.
It targets 720p. That's the target for the handheld, despite having the same screen. It has a 1080 screen in it.
Ew.
That's weird. And then the model that everybody's going to want is the Xbox model, which is the black model. It has the Z2 Extreme, the new chip, which Digital Foundry person, because I don't know the difference, he said expect a 10 to 20% increase over performance on the ROG Ally X. So if you're wondering how much better this would be better than that, that's what you're looking at. And then it has a bigger battery. So it has an 80 watt hour battery in the Xbox edition model. Which probably explains why that damn thing is so huge, because we didn't talk about that. That thing is
I saw that. It's
thick. It's incredibly thick. I couldn't imagine trying to. It reminds me of? That's what I told Sean. You remember when gaming laptops like really started, like when it first got out? Like Alienwares, and how fucking big and massive
the Toshiba Cosmio. That thing was massive.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. This thing is comically big, like kind of like those words. Like that's a little crazy, guys.
I'm not surprised. I mean, think about how hot the Switch 2 gets.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
Y'all, you want a large battery? Okay,
it's like they took
thicker. You want
a 3080, put controllers on the side of it and a screen on the front. Like it's big, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's your Xbox handheld. The
Delvin,
future is
what were
now,
you drinking
old man.
Before you drank the Coke, like what are you chasing with your Coke? What?
Oh, I was drinking my Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee
and Coke,
and you chased that with Coke.
Yeah, so I wanted some Coke too.
I don't even want to ask.
I just happened to see him drinking a Coke, and I was like, "Wait a minute,
that's a wild ass thing you just said. You need to know that.
Yeah,
that was
that was in my SpongeBob cup.
He said, "Here is the diabetes. Here's the beatus. I'm just going after
my Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee that I'm drinking with soda."
Well, it's separate. I drank the coffee first.
I thought you were going back and forth. Yeah,
no. Then I finished the coffee. The coffee's finished. There's no more coffee in here.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
half that.
I'm not doing like.
So why are you drinking those now? But at least you're not double mugging. I thought you were double chugging these.
Oh,
things.
no.
What?
No. Not doing that. That'd be weird.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Again, no price. I think that's what a lot of people are wondering.
$8,000.
The ROG Ally Reddit is hoping that Xbox is going to subsidize this.
For what?
And I got to tell you,
hoping wrong.
Why?
I don't see it.
Those days are gone. Those days are over. They are not subsidizing this stuff anymore because they don't have to.
Correct.
They know you'll buy it.
They just raise the price of their own hardware. I don't think they're going to subsidize someone else's hardware.
Right.
Yes.
Subpar hardware at that.
Yeah.
I think the Ally X retail is $799. So I think that's the floor, I would imagine. Is that right?
Yeah.
For the Xbox edition model, I would imagine. I'm seeing it $899.
I was gonna say it's $899 at Best Buy.
I don't know. I feel like 700 is a fool's hope. Ooh. I think $799 is maybe the floor.
I think that might be the 720p version. That might be the Caucasian. That might be.
I think that one's going to be priced at the Steam Deck OLED level.
Because I can't imagine that the ROG Ally X right now is $900.
I never.
And
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
definitely
have-
didn't pay that much for mine.
One that's 20% better. I wonder if that's gone up because of tariffs or something like that. Maybe it wasn't that price to begin with, but that's what it is now. And
Yeah,
you're
the
going to
Steam Deck
release
OLED
a
is
better version?
$550, so that white model can't be higher than $650.
Yeah.
$650 is the
Shit.
most it could be.
Shit. I don't think Xbox cares. Xbox is like, we're going to charge premium because
No,
we feel...
you're right. It's just, but wow. No, I guess you're right. I guess
Because
you're right. Like,
the reality is, look, it's better. And it
But
can
why
play
would-
all your Steam stuff.
why would anybody pay $700 for that when you could get one for $550 for the other one?
Because the people who are already buying the ROG Ally are like, we like this, we want the better one. We
Yeah, I
don't want the
guess
Steam
right.
Deck.
Yarden says they need to be $599, $699. That again,
That
I think
ain't happening, bro.
$699 is kind of a fool's hope. I don't think that's going to be it.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine it being any less than $899 at this point. After seeing that the version we have now is $900. If
$699
anything,
would
you'd
make me
discount
think
this.
would make me think they are subsidizing it.
Yeah,
But even then, it's
I
the
can't-
it's the newest chip, not the old
Right.
chip. You know,
right.
the chip itself. You'd imagine, plus tariffs. Like plus tariffs. I don't know if anybody. I don't know where these things are
Exactly.
manufactured, but keep that in mind too. They didn't just go away.
No,
Yeah, and there's a 2 terabyte version of the ROG Ally X that's $999.
Wow.
$1,000.
Yeah,
People are excited. People are excited.
Yeah. After seeing
Till they
that
see
price,
those
I don't think
prices.
there's any way you get out of this without it being $900. I can't
Be the
imagine.
same people bitch about Mario Kart World are going to go buy one of these though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they'll be like, because it does Windows and it does Steam and it does all these things. And shut the fuck up about prices. Like, you're going to pay what you want to pay for your entertainment anyway. Let everybody else make the decision and shut up.
Yeah. Do what you want to do. Who cares? I don't
Are either of you interested in the?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I have a
I
Switch.
have a PC.
I mean, I agree with you. That's the correct answer, Devin. I kind of thought, like, listening to you when you wanted to buy your Steam Deck and everything, and kind of like what you want out of PC gaming.
Now I
The
have a Steam
Xbox
Deck.
I was
handheld
going to
is
say, he
kind
has
of
a Switch now, so he doesn't need
I
to.
have a Switch and I have a
facts.
Steam Deck.
That's
so I'm like, I
correct.
don't
Facts.
need that. Like, I don't need that shit. I got a Steam Deck. And it costs half the price.
We didn't really
Like
talk
that.
about that, did we? Because the Switch wasn't out last week when we talked about it. How do you like the Switch, just generally? Like,
It's great. It's what I wanted from a Switch too. Exactly what I wanted
motherfucker's
from it.
Massive.
it is big,
Like,
tall.
after like picking up, and I was just playing with the original Switch because I still have
Vertical.
just like the regular Switch.
Dude, I'm coming from the light. I've been playing a light for like 2
Oh, I
years.
still got the.
I was like, this motherfucker is big. Like,
It kind of makes
holy
me miss my
hell.
light. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, it's too big. Like, this is too big.
I was shocked at how much bigger the damn thing is.
It's up there.
Joy-Cons still suck. I don't ever want to use those things if I don't have to. Those things are trash.
I don't like them.
I don't like them either. The sticks suck.
Like, it's fine. Like, I hate the puppy dog controller. The grip, that's awful.
Mhm. I'll never use that.
Playing in each hand, like, separately is not bad, but because they made them taller, like, I feel my thumb travel already. Like, I'm like, that's, like, I feel like I'm reaching for things, so I don't feel like it doesn't feel as cozy as I used to. But motion controls are improved, so I'll give them that.
I'm never using motion
Nintendo
controls.
put the same fucking sticks in there.
Right.
They did.
Because I'm like, why does this stick feel so shitty?
I can't
Like,
believe it. They put the same fucking stick in there.
They did.
I'm shocked. I'm
To
shocked.
give you guys a size comparison, this is the original Switch.
That's the OLED, not the original.
OLED.
Yeah, see, I don't even have the OLED, which is bigger than the original.
Which is bigger than the original. He's like, this is the original. Like, no,
get
the
him
fuck
outta
it's
here.
not.
This is the Switch 2. We don't count the original Switch.
This is a
You
terrible
realize
video product. They
that
look
not
exactly
by
the
putting them
same.
by not putting
No,
them
they
together,
don't.
you can't
the
tell the
worst damn
difference.
video
You have to
ever,
have them
Dylan.
side by
Look,
side.
look,
Somebody clip that so he can see himself do what he
they
just
don't
did.
look.
They
look
don't
the
when
same.
they're together, but when you
Even
just pick one up and
before,
put it in the camera
this
and
one
then you
looks
bring it,
way larger. Look,
Delvin.
look at this little white
From-
boy.
Right.
Look at the white boy, Dev.
From the end user perspective, when
Look
I'm watching you
at the
put-
white boy.
the white boy up, and then you bring the Negro.
Look at this.
You
one.
couldn't tell the
Look at
difference until you put
Look
them
at this.
together.
Look at the BBC.
Oh, I'm so sorry I asked. I'm
You
so
can't-
sorry
you really-
I asked.
You can't. You brought this up, Donnie. This is your fault.
No,
You did this.
we didn't ask you for a visual.
Well, I'm giving you a visual.
It was awful visual.
12 inches.
12 inches of switch.
12 inches of switch. Oh, man.
So I forget where we were on the Xbox, but
Doesn't matter. We don't care.
that's true. Yeah,
true.
we don't care.
It's very
It's
Listen,
over. It's over.
let me know when my tower is an Xbox and put Fable on it, and
Yeah.
we're good.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over.
Other Xbox highlights, again, I said last week I'm not going to read all the games for all the shows, so I picked out, I think, like the highlights. Persona 4 Revival was announced, not dated, not really all that's shown. It was just kind of like it's happening.
It's a thing.
Silk
Yeah.
Song was not shown,
Not even a little bit.
but Xbox did mention on their showcase that it will come out this year.
They're lying. I don't believe that shit at all.
How many times have we heard that? We've heard that
Every
for several
year.
years now, right?
That's why they didn't have a live audience with the press this year. Because if they had said that in front of a journalist, like, dude, you said that at your show 3 years ago.
and you want me to believe it, and you don't have any
If they would
gameplay
have
to even
said
show
that
me?
to a crowd, the crowd would have chanted, "We want truth.
Yeah, we want truth.
We want truth."
That was crazy. Final Fantasy games, all of them. The Devil May Cry one, the PlayStation one that everybody loves.
Not all of them.
They're finally showing
Not
up.
all of them.
Wait a minute, what's the one that's
They're
not?
still missing one.
Okay.
They're missing Rebirth. They
Yeah,
don't have
that's-
everything yet.
It's on
But
the way.
Rebirth's coming.
It's on
It's
the way.
coming.
7
Okay.
is happening. 7 is finally coming to Xbox. Nathan can die a happy man. It's finally.
Well,
He
finally
bought
happening.
it on. He bought it on the real Xbox. He already has it on Xbox on his PC.
That's
so.
true. That's true.
yeah.
Game Freak is making an apocalyptic Japan action RPG. I'm going to call it a Souls-like, but I don't necessarily think it is. But they're making one of those games. Yes, Game Freak, the Pokemon people. That was at their showcase. As Dev highlights, the Beast of Reincarnation. That is what it's called.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
So, they announced Call of Duty, Clockwork Revolution, Outer Worlds 2, High on Life 2, Grounded 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and then Gears Reloaded, which is getting a multiplayer test this weekend. I think the biggest news, for gamers to care about, is Phil Spencer said that next year, we'll have new games from Forza, Gears, and Halo. Or he alluded to Halo. So
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 gonna get.
new games.
Is it a motorsport time, or are we getting Horizon again? Is
should
it
be
time for a new
Should be
Horizon?
and Fable. It should be Horizon's time.
So we'll get a Forza Horizon. What 6, 7?
I don't even know at this point.
So a new
And
Gears
then-
game.
6, I imagine.
Well, not the Gears game that was already announced, right? E-Day. That's
Yeah,
what we're
that's
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's going to
Sorry,
be a new
I
Gears
wanted
game.
to grab the actual quote.
Oh, this Beast of Reincarnation game looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
And this
I
is
haven't
people
seen
who
those
make
games.
Pokemon.
That is the Pokemon developer. I actually didn't think the trailer was all that great, but people liked it, I guess.
This is one
I
of the
mean,
Pokemon
it
games
looks
have been running good. They were like, we making this other game.
Pokemon
Fuck
game, I mean, Game Freak has made a handful of other games on other consoles, and none of them have been particularly good. So I guess I'm rooting for them. I think they want to have a team
Are you?
that I think they want to rotate people so they're not just constantly making Pokemon, which, yeah, I root for that. That's a good thing. I don't want them. I don't care if they crank. I don't care if Pokemon goes to a different developer at this point. Fucking Call of Crystal or something.
Might
Call
be
it Power World. Like, let's save Pokemon from Game Freak.
Yeah.
So did anybody care about the Call of Duty trailer? Because that's like the only thing that I watched from this. I was like, this shit looks cool. Like I'm here for this campaign.
Here
This
it
looks
is.
pretty dope.
Here it is. I was so like, I was zoned out. I was like, I don't want any part of this with Call of Duty. I was like, never, absolutely not. I really did. I was like, oh, this looks awful.
I've never played a Black Ops ever, so I
Mm.
was like, this looks cool. It's just sci-fi, futuristic. I'm like, all right,
I
let me see what
don't
happens.
I don't want all that.
I'd like to know more.
You know how you fix this? Put Tom Cruise in it.
That's exactly the vibe.
Yeah. Put him in
That
it.
was
Put
what-
that.
Rolling my eyes. I was like, oh.
The actor was Vilo Mintruglia or something like that. Like I've
I
seen
don't-
that actor
I
before.
don't
He was
know.
in the Hero show
Heroes.
that I really liked. Yeah, he was in Heroes. Okay, cool. So I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Just put
So
Tom
those are
Cruise
the
in it.
highlights.
Let him
You
run.
know, there's a bunch of stuff. Next year is the greatest year ever. Any
Little too
thoughts or
late.
comments? Not for
I don't know
you.
about none of this shit.
All of this was a great showcase for PlayStation 5 owners. Like a great showcase for
Still too little,
PlayStation
too late.
5 owners. You know,
We've been asked for this shit for like 10 years now.
D-Life says I thought it was Quantum Break 2. I could see that. That's exactly what that Call of Duty trailer looked like. And I was like,
I'm here
oh,
for it. It look cool.
you would be.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Outer
gonna watch
Worlds 2
Dogs.
is $80, right?
Outer Worlds
Are
2 is $80.
people big mad about
They
that?
got
'Cause I saw that, I
some
was like, oh.
audacity to do that shit. They got some
Why?
fucking nerves.
Aren't those games massive?
No. I'm not paying $80 for Outer Worlds 2.
So you're not going to pay $80 for an RPG that's like 100 hours.
Not that one.
Multiple different storylines and places
that
you
one.
can go.
Not that
Interesting.
one. Not that one.
Okay.
Gotta
He
put
says
your
that,
foot
but-
down somewhere, Dev.
He says that, but he pays $60 for Mind's Eye. He's going to pay 80 for Outer Worlds.
Goddamn
That's right.
right.
Like he did buy Mind's Eye. What?
Goddamn
you didn't-
right.
You didn't say anything about Mind's
I
Eye.
don't even know why we bother.
Look here. I'm playing it. I'm 2 hours in.
2?
You're doing this instead of playing Breath of the Wild? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm 2 hours in, Donnie. I gotta do it for the show.
That's 2 hours you could be in further in Breath of the Wild. You need those 2 hours, Delvin.
Yeah, you might be right.
That could be an extra heart container.
It's a
So
mess.
tell us how much Mind's Eye is just, it's cool. You like it. You're having a good
my
time.
God.
It's not terrible. It feels like let me tell you what it feels. It feels like they tried to make a PS3 Ubisoft game.
Great. $60.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sounds wonderful in 2025, Delvin.
yeah. That's what it is. The frame rate, not that good.
I watched
The-
I watched a YouTuber. I just opened YouTube and there was somebody playing it, so I clicked on the channel and it was such trash. I saw
Yes.
cars. He was walking, a car just flipped. Like for no reason.
oh,
It was just
it does that.
stationary and just
If you're in the sandstorm, apparently sandstorms can make cars and boxes flip and shit like
this
that.
was a city. There were people on the side of the
He
car
was
just
just
flipped
walking
over.
down the street.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
then the people that were walking the sidewalk, they levitated like 5 feet above the car and walked over it and came back down.
I haven't had anything like that yet.
I was like,
But
good lord.
I
this is
will
bad.
tell you this: the handler who gives you your missions is one of the most annoying characters I've ever played in a video game.
And you're
She
doing
just
this
sits there and bitches at you the whole time, and it's like it's annoying to me because the black woman, like, bro, did y'all just want to get like a stereotypical black woman type thing where she's like, hey, you're not at the point yet. You're supposed to be going this way. What are you doing? Like, bitch, I just left. Why are you yelling at me?
Nagging
Did
me,
you
and I'm trying to get there. Like, let me
Like,
cook.
I mean, shit, if
Like-
that's
like-
what you like in video games, I can do that while you play Breath of the Wild, Delvin.
yeah, that's what I,
I can just
should
sit
do.
there and just bitch at you and tell you to get there.
We
I
need Donnie notes.
should just call Donnie and put him on speakerphone and record him yelling at me. Go
All right,
that
Donnie,
way,
I'm playing
Delvin.
Breath of the Wild. I'm going to share my screen with you. Go ahead and yell at me, please.
I can't believe you bought that. I can't believe anybody bought.
I bought that when it was just mine.
Look,
They weren't even know
Donnie,
yet. I bought it like early.
we have you for the in-depth analysis of things. We have me to talk shit and bring some technical expertise. And then we have a Delvin.
For
And
the
we have
fun.
a Delvin for things like Mind's Eye. Because we
Yes.
know he's going to buy it. And he's going to play it.
I'm here for the fun.
Are
Because if
you?
I wasn't here, this show would be Nightline.
Wow. So yeah, that's the Xbox news from the week.
State of Play Part 2.
Yep. The next, I just queued up a place for if anybody wants to shout on any of their any of the games they liked this week. Summer Games Fest shout outs.
Dying Light and the Beast looks good.
Yeah,
And I wasn't interested in it, but I looked at it like, oh, this actually looks pretty cool.
Day one. Pretty excited.
I haven't seen a single solitary thing, so I couldn't
Really?
tell you. No, I remember like my dad passed away 2 weeks ago, like last
that's
Sunday.
right.
So I have been not paying much attention to any of these shows whatsoever. So
Gotcha.
I couldn't tell you shit that's coming.
Well, I got to hang out with Sean earlier this week while I was off, and we dove through a couple articles, and I made a list. Obviously, I'm going to read off the games I'm getting this year from the week that was, but these are all the games we already knew about already. So I'm day one on Hot Shots, Dying Light, Gears of War, Mafia, Metal Gear. Those are all shown. Those look great. Some of the new games, though, that I came across that I really liked. We got the Scott Pilgrim game. Scott Pilgrim
That's a
EX,
great one.
right? Definitely got to pull that one down. Call of the Elder Gods. That's a sequel to Call of the Sea, which is a game that launched with Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. I really like that game. It's like a story puzzle game, like a Gone Home.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool game.
Yeah, and I thought their puzzles were really good, so that's really cool. And then a lot of 2026 games, which, I mean, generally a lot of 2026 in the whole week. It felt like that whole showcase was like, next year's going to be a great year, everybody. The PlayStation show was 2026, 2026, 2026.
I think that's what annoyed me about the thing, that everything was 2026.
Everything was 2026. Like Xbox was like, these are these games this year, but next year is going to be the year. Next year, we have Fable and Forza and Gears and Halo.
Resident Evil, Ill.
Yeah.
The Marvel game.
Ill I had written down. Ill is one of those games.
Ill looked great. Mixtape looks great, too. I like how that one looks. Yeah. Digging that.
My 2026 games that I wrote down, Scott Pilgrim EX, Romeo's a Dead Man, of course, the new Suda game.
That's a good one.
Planet of Lana 2, kind of announced the Xbox show.
Yeah, of course.
I love the first
I'm
game.
down with that one. You put me on that
Resident Evil, Requiem.
Yes.
Which demo, people got hands-on with it over the weekend.
Wow.
Seems like it's a mix of first and third person, and apparently there might be another character and stuff involved.
Leon Kennedy.
I'm in on Resident Evil, but that trailer just kind of left me with more questions than answers. So, I would like to see some gameplay at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. It's Resident Evil.
Oh, I do have something. That
Say it.
The Expanse game that you actually shared with me.
I knew you was gonna say that.
The Game of Thrones game?
No, The Expanse.
The Expanse.
Oh, that's right, The Expanse. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you see that Game of Thrones game?
I did.
I didn't see the Game of Thrones game.
I'm interested in it. You're not gonna like it. It's a real time.
You're not gonna like it. It's RTS.
Oh yeah,
but there's a funny part, because if we hadn't told him that, I bet he would really like it. Watching the trailer up until that would have been your Dune, because they're showing him you get to fix the things and Shane. I was like, oh shit, Dev's gonna love this, and at the very end, it's in a real time stretch. I was like, never mind.
Yep, because the whole point of the game is you could pick your house and decide fight to see who wins. You could be the Starks, you could be the Lannisters, you could be. I forgot the people called. Everybody else.
No, thank you, friend. No,
Targaryens.
That Wu-Tang game looked cool.
I was going to say that one.
I need to see a lot more. I mean, the premise
that was
Wu-Tang.
That was being worked on with Xbox, so I guess the deal must have fell flat, or they were cut loose or something.
Well,
Xbox is we're just going to put it everywhere, so who cares? We don't need deals.
That's true.
I want to see the actual Wu-Tang members. Show me Ghostface.
I mean, I got to see a couple of them. I saw Ghostface. I saw Raekwon.
You went to the show.
Yeah, it was great. Had a good time.
Nice.
Method Man and Redman in concert. They're fucking fools. I love it. That was a great time.
That sounds great.
It was awesome.
My last one that I was going to shout out was End of Abyss, which I thought looked great.
That one does look good.
Yeah, it's a horror kind of isometric shooter. Kind of reminds me of the old Resident Evils. So I was down for that quite a bit. All right, moving on. Jason Schreier had an update on BioWare today. We wrote an article kind of detailing just their history for the last 10 years and what's kind of been going wrong.
Everything.
He describes the studio today as having been gutted after Dragon Age. He basically was saying that over the last decade or so, EA used them to chase trends, live service and multiplayer games. Then they had issues with COVID, and then they had issues in management. At one point, like people from the Mass Effect side were brought in to help the Dragon Age side, and Dragon Age people didn't like that, and just kind of detailing. It's a long article. He's just kind of detailing all of these issues. But ultimately, to get to the point to say that right now at BioWare, there is a small team of a few dozen people that are working on the next Mass Effect game.
I don't think we get it.
So, yeah. It's not in the great state right now. He doesn't say that he expects it to be canceled or closed, although I think that option may be on the table. But he does close that EA still sees a benefit in having, like an art house single-player experienced studio doing stuff. So maybe that gets them at least another crack or two at the bat. But
boy, how did they fuck that up?
I mean, how many people from like BioWare, like when you think
that's
about
a really
BioWare,
good question.
are they
That's
still
still
there?
there.
Because
I think
if
a lot
they're
of
not
leadership
there, it's a
were.
different.
I think they talked about that with Dragon Age. Like a lot of the people that made Dragon Age made the last one.
Yeah.
And are they still there, or have they also moved on?
Well, they've cut a lot of people since Dragon Age released.
Call it just.
But
You
I
know
don't know.
what?
I don't know.
Absorb them into something else, because BioWare is not BioWare anymore. Like, you're trying to still, coast on a name when the people who made that name and made that studio what it is ain't there anymore. It's not the same place. You
Yeah.
can't expect the same type of stuff.
For our community's sake, I hope they do make another Mass Effect, and I hope it's great because we have a lot of people that they love Mass Effect.
Me. I'm
I
a
know.
huge Mass Effect fan.
No, you, Rebecca,
This fucking
Haley,
sucks.
lots of fuck, Josh. Like, people love Mass Effect. So I've never been into Mass Effect. I honestly,
So,
I'm your guys' hater. I've always thought that I think BioWare's mostly overrated.
And the thing that kind of annoys me most about the situation is we don't get those type of games. We don't get Mass Effect type games like that.
True.
So it's like, damn.
Yeah, Starfield.
You are the. That's
not even close. And
Not even close.
the realization is that era's gone. That era's over. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
and where does Mass Effect go, Delvin? Like, as a huge Mass Effect fan, with Mass Effect 3 and then what they pivoted to, like, where do you go at Mass
Andromeda.
Effect? And if you do get another Mass Effect, can you even recapture what Mass
You have to
Effect
reboot
was?
it, right?
I would say reboot it. But see, the thing about
If you reboot it, are you doing like a new, like just a whole new story with Shepard, or is it something completely different? And then if it's something completely different, is it really even Mass Effect?
I would say yes. I would say I would use the same argument that people use about the Star Wars franchise. You can build something new and give us something new in that same universe. We don't have to keep going back to the Skywalkers. We don't have to keep going back to Shepard. We can go do other things. Just make it good and entertaining and give us a reason to want to check it out, Andor is a good example of that. Like, hey, Andor is its own kind of story that people love because it's its own story in that Star Wars universe. You can do the same thing for Mass Effect.
So there's enough stuff in Mass Effect where you could do something like Andor, and it would appeal to the Mass Effect players.
Yes. Mass Effect has a vast universe of a multitude of characters that you can kind of just build on and make your own thing with. A lot of different stories they can do with Mass Effect. Very similar to Star Wars. BioWare just kind of
Do you
dropped the
think
ball
it'd be
with
better
lost
to
their
do
way.
like a prequel or like a Mass Effect story? Because that's really what Andor is.
I
It's a Star Wars
would
story.
want
something that
a
happened while everything else was going on.
Yeah, I would love a Commander Shepard prequel, like a origin story of Commander Shepard, like in the early days of the Academy and the Great War and everything that happened before them. But that's something they have to work on. I would like that, but
Do you have faith in BioWare being able to produce that?
absolutely not. Not this BioWare.
Well,
Not even a little bit.
okay.
I want to highlight the chat. As Daniel says, it's funny because Xbox actually had more console exclusives at their show than PlayStation did. I just want to point out, Daniel, I was trying to be nice with all my commentary tonight. I'm not even trying to go there with you. Here you are in the chat, sir.
Talking your shit.
What the fuck is an Xbox exclusive?
I was going to say that.
There
Is it
no
really
Xbox
exclusive?
Thank you.
if it's
I was
going
waiting for
everywhere
somebody to
else,
say something about
I was
this so
waiting
I
for
could
you to
go
say
off
because it
on
looked like you were about to talk. I'm like, I don't want to talk over him. Say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is no like Indiana Jones. Come on,
yeah,
Come on.
there's no exclusives.
like Gears of War. We're gonna get more into this.
Yeah.
But-
All of that is coming to PlayStation. There is no
Yeah.
such thing as an Xbox.
I think I'm gonna.
exclusive.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Other headlines that I wrote down out of the week that was Techland talking about Dying Light says, for us, it really is Dying Light 3. Techland admits that Dying Light 2 lost the horror, lost the tension, but says the Beast is the best Dying Light game we've ever made.
Ooh,
I'm very excited. This has looked great since its announcement. Like, I'm through the moon excited for this. Cannot wait. So,
Sell me on
Is
it,
it-
Donnie. Sell me on it. I'm curious about
on Dying Light,
Dying Light. Yeah. So is it something that you think I would even be interested in?
man, how do you? I mean, it shouldn't be hard to sell you on it, but it kind of is. Dying Light is, I mean, it's like GTA Mirror's Edge, but zombies.
Okay.
correct. That's a good way to describe it.
Like if I had to pitch it, just like in one
It's
sentence.
first person,
Mhm.
Yes,
so also kind of similar to Dead Island.
That's, yeah.
a lot
Yep.
more fluid than Dead Island.
See the difference? Yeah, Dead Island plays like Dead Island, so slower, chunkier. Dying Light, you literally, it's like Far Cry movement. Think Far Cry. Far
was
Cry
gonna
with
say-
zombies. Just Far Cry with zombies.
I was going to say Dishonored.
Yeah,
Move like
sort
Corvo.
of. I think its movement's better though, personally. Like if we're talking
Yeah,
about
come on now.
parkour, just parkour
They don't,
movement.
yeah. The only thing good about Dishonored's movement is the fact that you can teleport and stuff. Otherwise,
Yeah,
moving in that
yeah.
game sucks.
No. Like this game,
You
literally,
can
like rooftop, like if Assassin's Creed was like first person, you can do that in Dying Light, and it works like you want it to work. Like you run rooftops, scale like wires, poles, and all that. It is kind of like the parkour is kind of Assassin's Creedish in first person if it was fast.
Yes.
You do
Very
get like
fast.
you get like a paraglider, but there's zombies everywhere, so you have to fight the zombies and do the RPG.
Is the
thing
story
and all
gonna pull me into? Is there
that.
enough
The Beast
there?
might, yeah, because the Dying Light 1, I wouldn't call it a really good story, but it had a good story that people were into and they liked the characters. Dying Light 2 story sucked.
Fell off a
Like
cliff.
it's pretty bad. Yeah, it wasn't very good. And then Dying Light the Beast is DLC follow to Dying Light 1. So like the story just goes back to the original.
Do we have Dying Light
honestly,
1?
I'm sure. Yeah, they were giving that game away. We probably have 6 copies of it.
Yes.
I'm not positive you like it. Of all the games that I really like that I would pitch you to try that I think you might like, Dying Light might be near the top of that list. 'Cause
Good choice.
You can get blades and shit. Like you can kind of play it like a cyberpunk. Like you can get real inventive with how you do combat and shit in Dying Light.
I've always
You
been
might like
interested.
that aspect of
I
it.
own it on PlayStation. I just never played it. Like I bought it because it looked cool. I just never played.
The whole premise of like obviously there's zombies or horde zombies. In the daytime they all just kind of like drone around and you just like kill them endlessly. At nighttime though, like the monsters come out and they will chase you. All of a sudden you become the hunted, and it's kind of thrilling. Yeah, I love Dying Light, really do. And the first one is great on PC. It's like
All right.
infinitely scalable, runs like a champ. The first one runs so good. I don't know if you knew this. They actually ported it to Switch, and it's actually one of those like it's a pretty decent Switch port. It's not nearly as bad as you'd think a game like that would be. So I 100% think that Dying Light will get a Switch patch. I think Dying Light, the Beast is coming to Switch. I think they'll port it over one day. So,
That's a good one to do.
but I'm not waiting. I'm playing this day one. Like the day it comes out, I will buy it. So you don't even have to buy the new one. I'm buying it on PC.
Oh, I know. That's why I said, do we own this? Because I already
We will.
know.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
will.
well, it's queued for download. It's queued
Nice.
for download right now.
Give it a try. You might like it. You might.
I think you'll like it.
Not that there was much doubt, but Capcom did answer questions and announced that they will report any game keycard sales as digital sales.
Thanks a lot, Delvin. Thanks a lot.
So the people are like, it's not digital. It's like, well, to the publishers, it's a digital game. So,
It is digital. Like there's
It's 100%
nothing on
digital.
that card.
It's
You're
literally
downloading it. Like
Yeah. Sony Bend has cut a third of its staff, which amounts to around 40 positions. This comes a couple months after them canceling their live service game. So they went
pouring out for
from-
Bend.
Yeah, they're down into the dozens at this point.
Yeah.
Not good. Nintendo Switch 2 has sold 3.5 million units in 4 days. Likely will go down as the biggest console launch to date. Just for comparison's sake, it took 7 weeks to Sony's to sell through 4.4 million PlayStation 5s.
So anybody who says the Switch 2 is in trouble or anything like that, tell them to shut the fuck up.
Have you guys seen that? I haven't seen people saying it's in trouble, like as a console. There is a lot of negativity about it, though.
Yeah,
People
I've
are
seen
saying
some of the
goofy things.
negativity.
Go.
There's like a switch to a different console trend going on in TikTok, where people are just
What?
like kind of chaining around why you shouldn't get a Switch. Yeah.
When did people become so fucking corny? That ain't even a good
That
catchphrase.
is kind of a TikTok thing. Yeah,
I hate TikTok.
all this kind of stuff kind of gets going.
Switch to a new console. Switch to sucking a dick and shutting the fuck up.
For real.
Just
Switch these
enjoy
nuts in
the
your
fucking
mouth.
system and shut up.
1000%.
I'm loving mine.
Switch
That's all.
to a
Like,
console.
you know, like I think it's just anytime anything gets.
I
popular,
hate
right?
this fucking generation. Fucking
No, it's
goofs.
just it's not this thing.
Fucking hate
Anytime
these fucking kids.
anything the same thing happened in Breath of the Wild, right? Breath of the Wild comes out, it's beloved, and then the counter. There's always the counter. So I'm not surprised. That's what I was trying to tell Garrett last night because he was talking about bringing it up. It's like, it's honestly, it's really more of an indication you're doing something right. Like whatever you're doing is working because you've got haters.
All these
And like they're
kids out
trying to ride that wave, like they're trying to grab onto that, to that coattail. So
there. All these little actually motherfuckers. Shut up.
actually,
For real.
Well, actually,
Shut up.
it's only. Shut up.
I'm one of the actually people. I'm an actually person.
But we like you.
But your
Okay.
actuallys are not rooted in hate
Yeah.
and
Sometimes.
stupidity.
Well,
stupidity.
Maybe
They are.
You're talking to,
They
you're
are.
talking to me sometimes.
They are,
But-
but they're funny.
don't
So
let
I
Daniel
allow
hear
them.
you say that.
Well,
I was the
Daniel needs
most
to make
negative
different
Xbox
life
person
choices.
ever.
Can we put this bottom quote up for the rest of the show? Just leave it up for the rest of the show.
Um, The U.S. and China have reached an agreement in principle on a new trade policy. The difference being, if agreed upon and signed, we'll be looking at a 30% increase in tariffs on Chinese goods over what we were paying like a year ago. So not any of this, you do 50, I do 70, you do 70, I do 125. None of that. It'd be 30% off of what we used to consider normal. So that's a 30% bump across the board on Chinese goods. No word yet on what that means for Taiwan, Korea, Vietnam, those sorts of things. But we could be looking at a 30% bump on all video game goods if these corporations want to pass that cost over to American customers. Which
You mean win.
at 30%, I don't know if they would at
I think they
30%.
are. They're gonna pass it over.
On
At the
everything?
thought of tariff,
Games, hardware, on everything. I don't know about everything.
I don't think
they'll try to.
everything.
I think they'll try to make it up somewhere else. I don't think. I mean, it could happen, Delvin. It could. We could get. I
30% 's a
think
lot.
the pause is July 9th. That's when the pause comes up. So maybe July 10th, PlayStation 5s go up 30%. I
mean,
would think that they
30%
would.
is a lot.
it's a lot.
30%
It's
is a
lot.
chunk. But
That's
I would
a lot.
imagine that they would like raise prices in other territories, move manufacturing. Like 30% is not so much that you just like all of our consoles are $100 more expensive now.
They just did that.
they really did.
PlayStation
Why
has
would we
it.
think?
Xbox did. Not yet.
Yeah. Why do we think they would not? Like,
Yeah,
I
man, no,
don't feel
you-
like these companies give a flying shit about
Okay.
us. They're like, this
So
is the
then
price y'all gonna pay.
July 10th, everything might be 30% more expensive.
I would not be at
Which
all
means
shocked.
Ghost
or
of Yotei is
surprised.
$100. Mario Kart World's $115, right?
So here's a question: if it's digital, are they taxing digital? Like,
I don't know.
That's
I have no idea.
that's where it comes into play because there isn't even I don't even is there a physical copy of Ghost of Yotei? The collector's
I have no
edition it
idea.
comes with a code.
Oh my god,
So
I hate this so much.
They're gonna tax
Yeah.
our digital games, baby.
I mean they don't tax mine right now in California. I don't pay any tax on anything I buy from PSN or
God
Steam.
damn
It's
it.
great.
You're lucky.
God damn it.
This is actually somewhat tied in. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know this to be confirmed. Like Xbox hasn't said yes, this is what we're doing. So I'm going to call this a rumor, but it's not really a rumor because this is just happening right now. Xbox might be done making physical games, like
Might
just
be.
period,
Might be.
because Gears of
Done
War
for years.
Reloaded is shipping as a code in the box on Xbox. There is a CD print on PlayStation 5. So if you have a PlayStation, you can buy a copy of Gears of War, but not if you're on Xbox. And it's not just a Gears of War thing. Outer Worlds 2 is also shipping as a code in the box.
I
And
gotta say.
so is Ninja Gaiden 4, again, only on Xbox, not on PlayStation 5.
I fucking hate the code in the box thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
really
No, I'm
do.
with you there. You just buy it online. But
Fucking stupid.
But right now, here's a strange occurrence that I just wanted everybody to know. If you go to GameStop right now and you search Gears of War Reloaded, there's only one SKU for it. A copy of the game on PlayStation 5.
So I wonder if this has to do with where the games are actually printed because I'm pretty sure most Xbox games are printed in Mexico. And I was trying to figure out where this PlayStation print all is this, and it looks like they moved everything to like Austria. So I'm wondering if that like has anything to do with why they're like we're just not dealing with this shit anymore.
I have no idea.
might
I know
be a
that
good point.
Xbox hasn't, if that was the reason, I think that'd be something you could explain to people, but they're not even choosing to care to explain it. So, you guys know how I feel about, where we're headed with the whole digital physical divide, but even that, like, notwithstanding, like, Gears is Gears. It is like my favorite franchise in that entire
This is the one you
corporation.
print a disc for.
It's a pillar. It's like you can't be bothered to fucking print a disc. Even a limited run, like just have a disc. It's Gears of War, man. You make controllers out the ass for this series. Like you're not above making, selling plastic shits. There'll probably be some console wrap or a decal and a t-shirt. Print a disc. Just
We're
print
gonna
a
do
disc.
all of that except the disc because
That's
here at
nuts.
Microsoft
That's nonsense.
we don't believe in physical media. We no longer have
We don't
disk
believe
drives
in
in any
media.
of
I
our
don't believe in
systems.
any of that.
We send out a download for Windows. So why would our games be any different? We don't believe in physical media. It creates e-waste. We're
hate
thinking
it
about
so
the Earth right now. We're thinking about global warming and things.
Look here.
When we print
they-
discs, it also
they-
creates more waste.
As they
so
pull
we're
the
just
juice
not gonna do
across the
that.
world to run their AI models.
Look here.
From bitch to us about saving CDs.
I mean, what they
Tell
don't
them.
even like. I
I'm
think
not
most
trying
of
to
us
hear that
don't
shit,
even
bro.
have disk drives.
Columbia House still giving away CDs. 12 for a
Columbia
penny.
House.
If Columbia House could do it,
Nigga, they
y'all
don't
take
sell
y'all
CDs
bitch
no more.
ass
Like,
out there
it is,
and go
like,
print Gears of War on a fucking
I
disc.
understand that they're digital and they have Game Pass and all. Like, I get it. I do get it.
No.
But it's like, you got $70 billion to buy Activision. You can't print a disc for Gears of War. Like, what are we trying to save them from? Like, the hassle of printing a disc? Like, they could use some hassle.
Go press a button. Print on a
Jesus,
fucking
yeah,
disc.
right? Like, put in a fucking order.
They don't care.
I know they
don't care.
I know
That's
they
the problem. They don't.
So this weekend was a turning point for me. I told you guys maybe we talk about it. We can get into it. This is gonna break me. Like if I wasn't
You're
already
broke.
being,
What do you mean
right?
break?
No, I already was, but like at this point now it's like apathy. It's like I've crossed into another. Like now I'm just indifferent. It's like okay, now I just want to mute them. Like now I just no longer want to like see or reflect upon them at all. They can't make a disc. Like I have every copy of Gears of War over on my shelf, and I
What
won't
if
be able
they
to have
did the
this
Call
one.
of Duty thing? They give you a disc that's still like it's a game key card.
That's fine, but like at least do a box copy. Can you get a steelbook something?
I mean,
You
what
know?
if they do a steelbooks with a code in the box?
Oh my God!
It's the
Stop
same
with the
thing as
code
the
in the
disc.
box.
It's the
I don't
same
want
thing
to
with
know.
the key card.
But it's not. But I have a disc.
You have a
At least I get a
Does
disc.
nothing. It
At
does
least
nothing.
I have it.
What if it's a blank disc?
It can be a fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony disc. Just put a disc in the box.
I like it.
So I'm gonna go with Laura Snurts. Here you go. Here's a disc. It's blank. You do with what you want. Go ahead and put your own cover.
This is nuts. This is nuts, guys.
This is insane. I agree.
I
It'd be
don't-
like
I
if
disagree.
if PlayStation was like Astrobot and Spider-Man are digital only. Like what? In
I'm
what
telling
world
you,
do you do
the
that?
vast majority of people, and we had this discussion. They're not. They don't care. Like they really don't. It's
All
such
right,
a
so
small
this is the
niche.
point. Sorry, yeah, I was getting off the point. This is the point. This is what makes me realize how out of touch I am with Xbox fan. Like I'm not even in the same universe. Because like I tweeted about, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody
Yes.
cares at all. I'm the only person that I've talked to that seems to care about this. Not even at all. Like I haven't even seen somebody be like, yeah, I wish they did it. I haven't even met that person yet.
I can't. See,
I mean,
Nobody's
think
like-
about the
everybody else is
people
like,
in the Xbox
so?
world. They're playing everything on Game Pass. They don't have any damn discs. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. So I think I'm done.
Gonna be an offer. What?
I think I'm done. I think like this is it. Like, you know,
it's over.
end of the road.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I swear,
See, this is what's happening, Donnie. Because I've been here before. Xbox was that baddie that you was in love with. You loved who she was. Years went by. You was like, y'all, you was always by her side. Then one day she just up and left you, and you felt you was heartbroken.
I'm jaded. I'm hurt.
And then you look
Delvin.
back and say, that bitch was fat. Fuck, I give a fuck about her for. That's where you're at now. Like, how did I ever
I'm
like
in denial.
this
I'm in some process. I'm
like, you're like,
this is terrible. And like, how did we allow? And here's my theory. My theory is that no Xbox fan cares because all the Xbox fans that cared already left.
yes,
That's my theory.
they all
They don't
defeated.
care because guess what? Well, they're buying a copy of Gears of War 5 on PlayStation 5 because
Yes.
that's where they are.
those
So-
fans are old. That's also the thing.
Also-
We're old.
D-Life doesn't care because he's used to supporting losers. That's all he does.
This is true.
He
Look,
just
give
supports
me
losers.
the Delvin is right. Bring it up. Put it back on the screen. Put it back on the screen. Delvin is right.
He's just used to supporting losers. He's like, all right, let's go.
I hate this so much. I did. Like this happened and I think I said some choice words that maybe upset some people and I was like I gotta mute
Yep.
Xbox for a couple of days. I gotta get out of this.
They'll be all right.
I'm in this terrible vortex with them. I
They'll
can't
be all right.
I can't stand it. Hellblade, all this stuff, and now this. Look how they've massacred my boy.
Hey, Donnie. PlayStation loves you. Come on.
Oh, don't.
We got
we got
we got
Gears
this
5.
for you.
We got
We
Gears
got
of War
Gears
for you.
5. We got Hellblade.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Now
We got
what do I
Astrobot.
do? I'm gonna have. I've got 9 Gears of War discs, all in green, and to buy one blue one. What the fuck?
Yep.
Do it.
Yep.
This is horrible.
PlayStation has what you need.
And they got to a point nobody even cares. Nobody even cares to say anything.
Josh hasn't
That's-
chimed up, and I feel like Josh is the last real Xbox
I'm out of touch. I'm just
commando.
out of touch. I'm just in a different place. So, like,
Yeah, everybody's defeated.
you know what? That makes me think that like my opinion on Xbox doesn't matter if I'm that far removed from like where their fans are. Like,
Their
I might
fans,
as well,
like,
I might as well just keep it to myself because obviously whatever I think, none of their customers care about.
we should just rename it to from Microsoft Gaming to just Microsoft Game Pass because that's really the
Windows.
only thing anybody in there cares about. Like,
Yeah.
their Daniel Rude Days, like they really love Game Pass. Indio love Game Pass. They're not buying any games. There's no physical discs.
Yeah,
They're
no,
just-
you just pay
they
for that
love
for
Game
years
Pass.
and then you turn it off and you have no games to show for it.
Yeah. Enough of the show for it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Must be.
So anyway, yeah,
I signed up to
PSVG
Game
land.
Pass because
This is-
of Donnie Reese.
this is where I officially break up with Microsoft as a whole. I might
Yeah.
I might adopt Linux. I'm starting to fall out to my gear. It's like, you know what?
Hey,
We're
Fuck
not
these
putting
people.
any Microsoft programs in our system
Get
here. This is how upset
this
we are.
shit out of here. I want it
Yeah,
off my
there you go.
computer.
Yeah. Never
Yeah,
liked
this
you
is-
anyway, bitch.
This is personal. This is Gears, man. It's Gears.
Hey, Donnie, we have a physical copy for you.
We have
It's
a
on
console
PlayStation.
for you.
We did.
It's called PlayStation.
We have an Xbox for you. It's called a PlayStation 5.
She looking
Harmony
right.
Faces, dumb
PlayStation
face.
5 that got herself in shape.
Fucking Concord.
PS5 that got a BBL with the Pro.
We got that BBL for you. We got that Astro Bot. We got that Hellblade. Hey, we know you want that Hellblade, baby. We got
Comes
you.
with
We
black.
got you.
We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got that Pro model. You know what I'm saying?
Might
It's
I
hot.
might
It's
just
hot in the
take
streets.
Jack's Xbox and just trade it in anyway.
Hey, be like Dylan.
Like my mom
Rid your
did.
house of Xboxes.
Like my mom did when I was little. She'd fucking pawn my just get rid of it. He just comes
Yeah.
home to a PlayStation.
Yeah.
What happened to my Xbox? Don't you ever say that word in this house.
Bring that.
We don't do that here. Okay.
I hate Xbox because of Donnie reason. B-Mox,
Hey,
Mox, you gotta
make
get on
that
it.
shirt. I
Do
will
it.
buy it. I will
Do
I
it in
will rock that.
PlayStation
I'll
Blue.
buy it too.
Do it in PlayStation Blue.
I'll buy it as well.
I am so here for that.
Man. Yeah, that's it. That's the news. Great job,
Good
Xbox.
times.
Ugh.
The disgust.
It is. It's just
I
like
love it. I love it.
Oh.
All right. Time for the Rude Day scoring segment. Also a true Xbox supporter, the Rude is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We all
Scoring
can't be
update.
perfect.
Yes, true.
True.
First, he would like to apologize to Donnie as he didn't realize after the riveting Knicks and Atlanta Hawks basketball history conversation that you had changed your answer. Only 1 point, though, as you had the Pacers in 7. Donnie and Delvin, you also guys got the underwrite on Mario Kart World as it comes in as an 88. Still waiting on Mind's Eye, but user reviews on Metacritic right now has it as a 3.5 out of 10. Also, fun fact, the movie The Mind's Eye, which came out in 2016, has a Metacritic score of 55. It's funny, I was looking at Metacritic and I saw that and I was like, damn, how did he get these numbers right? And then I realized it was the movie. Anyway, there's one user review score that has it as a 0. Somebody thought it was the game and left a very scathing review on the movie thinking it was the game.
Someone's really stupid. Someone's really goddamn dumb.
Yeah. So currently, Donnie is in the lead with 3. Delvin, you've got 2. And me and the Rude are bringing up the rear with Uno.
Whoa.
So this week, we've got 1. Over under 86.5 for Death Stranding 2 on the beach. The previous Death Stranding scored an 82. The Rude is thinking under. He said that Knicks and Atlanta Hawks conversation went on for a good while. Only
That sounds about.
on PSVG.
Sounds pretty right. I'm gonna say.
I'll take the over.
I'm gonna say over.
Going with the over for.
I think it's
Death
gonna do
Stranding
really
2,
well.
Sex on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay. I have paid this game very little attention.
I think they're gonna give Kojima his props. They're like, "Oh, this game is amazing, amazing," and they're gonna go all crazy for it, and everybody.
The
gonna
last
talk about
tour of video games.
it. Yeah, they're gonna do the whole grandstanding.
They'll make a whole
thing.
documentary about it. Like
Yes.
the creative genius, the unbearable genius of Hideo Kojima.
And none of us understand what the hell's going on in any of his games.
Correct.
Correct.
Death
I'll go with
Stranding
the over
1's
as well.
ending was 30 minutes long.
Jesus
It was a
Christ.
whole fucking movie. Yeah, it was long as fucking. I beat
Doesn't
Death
he
Stranding.
just
like-
like want to make anime or something? Like just go do that.
Yes, he
Basically,
does.
he's like, I'm gonna make this game just so I can make a movie the ending
Right.
of it, is what it feels like.
I'm still excited for Metal Gear though.
Metal
it's gonna be great.
Gear.
Metal Gear.
He's not making that one now.
He already made it. They're not doing anything to it. It's literally the same game.
Yeah, they just.
So technically,
We'll talk
he made
about it
still.
more than Breath of the Wild though.
This is true. Honest to God, truth. So we're all going under except for Rude Days on Death Stranding 2 Sex
No,
on the
over.
beach.
Over.
That's what he meant to say.
That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Yeah. We're all going over except for
I
Rude.
got
He's
you.
going under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want Rude to confuse it.
Us versus the Rude.
Yeah.
It's good clarification.
Yeah, I want to confuse it. Like, oh, yeah,
Otherwise, we'll have to go to the Supreme Court again.
Yeah.
I like going there. It's kind of fun. Sometimes you got to just, yell it.
Rather go to the People's Court.
Dum, dum. Good times. All right, we got 3 questions. We're getting out of here early. People got shit to do. We got Mario Kart to play, Switch to play, and sleep to get. So Sturts wants to know, are there too many showcases? And if yes, will this result in a consolidation over the next few years? Yes,
there is.
And no.
No,
Next
because
call.
they don't give a fuck what we say. Not even a little bit.
Yep.
They don't care.
Nope. Just
Sean,
because
they
I
don't
don't
do
have a
showcases.
process, give me my money.
Sean and I talked about this quite a bit on Sweet Hangs earlier this week. And yeah, I think that's a conversation that like the industry is not ready to cope with or like deal with. But like, not every game needs a showcase.
Yeah.
Not every outlet needs a showcase. Like they're not all created equal.
Not
And I
every
think,
company needs a showcase.
and I'm not trying to like not, promote or market games. Like there's enough gamers out there that everybody can have their own. But the problem is when you do it all at the same time, you're just watering it all down. There's
a lot of
nobody
stuff
that can.
gets lost in the shuffle.
There's nobody that can watch all those things. It's impossible. There's
lot of
nobody that
stuff
can
gets
really
lost in
like.
shuffle.
You can't play 3 showcases worth of games, let alone like 19 of them. Like I would like some of these showcases to maybe branch out on their own and gain their own traction and cultivate their own audience.
Yeah.
Versus this, like the problem, the difference with what we used to have with E3 to versus what we have now is that E3 of old used to curate these sorts of games. That these big publishers would use their big AAA brands to bring attention, and then that would promote a smaller dev that they would partner with, right? And that would help that dev get seen. These devs aren't getting seen.
No.
This is everybody and their mother downloading 20 trailers, throwing them an editor with some transitions and calling it a showcase. Like they're not getting seen. The attention's not there. So like, I don't know. It feels like a disservice, but at the end of the day, there's probably somebody watching. So maybe it's not a disservice, but for me, there's so much. I didn't watch any of these. I watched the PlayStation one only because we recorded like literally right after. And we didn't have any news. I didn't watch any of these showcases. I just scrolled a couple articles and moved on. It's too much. It's just too much. In my opinion.
I think that is the majority of what most people do because they don't have enough attention span to actually sit there through a show. They're just gonna give me the hot take, give me the quick snippets, give me the YouTube short, the TikTok short on what the hell's happening. We don't need these ridiculously long, bloated showcases. Just give us.
I used to
damn
love
highlights.
sitting through them. I used
Me
to
too.
love sitting through them, but
They used to be
kind of lost the
entertaining.
magic.
Yeah. They
Fun
were
and-
very direct though, and you knew this is the PlayStation showcase. This
Yeah.
is the
And
Xbox
you knew the people.
showcase. Yeah.
It built on each other. It built year over year. There was a familiarity there.
There was a structure.
At the time, it was also way more amateur. It felt more like a live stream or like some sort of sharing like that. Like that's what that was in its day. Before we had all that. Today it probably would be closer resembling something like a Twitch stream.
Bring back Keanu Reeves coming out on stage and saying, "You're beautiful." Like, come on, let's just go
I
back to
agree.
that.
Sean said the Xbox show was the worst one that they've done, I think, like this generation. He was not a fan. The showcase was fine. There were a lot of games announced, like even good ones, but not the ones that I think a lot of people wanted.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Just I got nothing. Just let's go back to. We know that this week we've got 4 days where we're gonna have a show each day, a showcase, very very particular and directed at something, and then we have all the news covers the week after. Like it was just a nice setup.
The media said the hands-on event was like really attended very like poorly. Like, it was kind of
Wow.
ghost town in the hands-on sessions. Like a lot of media didn't come out or stick around.
They're probably like, send it to me. Just send it to me. Why do I have to be there?
Yeah, like I found that to be a surprise too. So Yeah, I don't know. It maybe needs to not. It maybe needs to incorporate the fans or something to kind of keep it going.
Yes.
Because I think if it did have public access, and we were getting media and stuff from the show floor and seeing like things like maybe some of that would come back. Because a lot of the information that I would want to learn about games at E3 were from folks that were there that played it. Like that was a big, right now everything is so prepared. Like what I was telling Sean, there's so many showcases, and there's so many showcases that are just indie games, right? Like we get like 2 or 3 publisher showcases, and then there's like 15 indie game showcases. And what those indie game showcases feel like, to me, when I see them, is it feels like you're just scrolling Steam. Like you could just go to Steam and be like new releases and just scroll. That's all it is. It's the same trailer like one after another, like that pitch trailer, right? E3 we would get live stage demos, gameplay, hands-on events from the show floor. Like you're gonna learn about this game. I remember how much I learned about Breath of the Wild on the E3 show floor, and like people were talking about how hard it was and survival elements, things you don't get from just the cinematic trailer that we're getting in all these showcases,
Very, very cooked slice versus some rough around the edges, some real takes.
Yeah. You get see footage of it actually on a television, instead of everything being direct feed or captured in engine. So
As we say in the black community, we're losing the recipes, damn it.
Losing the recipes.
well point.
Moving on. Rob 3000 has made his triumphant return.
Hang on, Yarden nailed it. It used to be a big deal when only 1 or 2 indie games made it into the big show. You knew they were going to be good.
That's true.
Rob 3K wants to know, what is your favorite GTA series character and why? And for the haters in our midst, who do you love
Cup of haters?
to hate?
Nico.
I fucking hate Brucey. I hate him.
Ooh.
He's annoying as hell.
I don't hate
Brucey
Nico.
too.
I don't hate Nico.
I don't hate
My-
Nico. I hate Brucey. I hate his
my
cousin.
favorite-
His cousin was annoying as fuck too.
My favorite GTA character is probably CJ. I think it's more so because of the era when that came out, and I like the aesthetic of San Andreas so much in that game.
my hood.
It's the hood. It kind of just reminded me
my
the
hood.
time it came out.
It's Devin's hood.
It's my hood. Like
Like
saying,
that's
like
his
that
neighborhood.
was my neighborhood.
That's literally his neighborhood, and it was just that era of Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. Came out like at the right time.
I mean,
All the hood
portrayed-
classic movies.
it was a portrayal of the 90s.
Yes,
Yeah.
and CJ was the perfect kind of.
CJ was great. It's not my
character
favorite
for that.
GTA game, but CJ is a
Me
great
either.
character. Yeah.
He's an iconic character, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, 100%.
To me, CJ's forgettable. Maybe it's because it's LA, so I'm just like, I
I know
that nigga.
CJ. He
Just
stays
like
that
Franklin.
block.
Franklin, like
I had to get what you're
Franklin's a
saying.
bitch.
He is a bit of a doppelganger, a bit of a. I won't say a stereotype, but obviously the
he's
whole
stereotype.
game,
He's
the whole
a
games are
stereotype.
built on stereotypes. But like, he is the NPC for the setting that you'd expect. He
Yes.
is the default. So, but I think his story and his dialogue, he's a good character. I like CJ.
Who you like, Dev? Tommy?
I was gonna say, I think Tommy Vercetti's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
I like Tommy.
It's Ray
Tommy
Liotta,
Vercetti
man.
It's Ray Liotta. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, like it's Ray Liotta. Like you got me at Ray Liotta. Like so,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Vice
He's
City
great.
is by far my favorite. He's also my favorite character.
3
A
is still
playable
my
character.
favorite. I think.
3 is like it,
3 is home. Like I know
it's home.
Yeah, I know every
1000%.
bit of it. Yeah,
You're a Claude guy.
3 is absolutely home.
yeah. It's
Vice
not
City is
for
my
Claude.
favorite story.
The name.
I was gonna tell you my snarky answer was be Marston.
Fuck is Marston?
John
John.
Marston.
Oh,
Yeah. No. Yeah. There it is.
He is.
You got there.
Lord have mercy.
He is my favorite protagonist of these.
I was gonna say he's my favorite
games.
Rockstar character.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Like if we were to include them, he would be the answer. But if not, yeah.
The guy from L.A. Noir.
Oh
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Tommy, man, Tommy's it.
Yeah, Tommy's the one. And yeah, I can't stand Brucey. I hate Brucey even more than I hate fucking Trevor. I can't stand Trevor.
I really hate Trevor. I don't get it.
Trevor's
I
fine.
really do. He's so funny.
He's annoying.
He's the
as
GTA
shit.
part of that whole game.
Oh,
That whole
I
game isn't GTA. It's boring as hell until you get to Trevor.
I disagree. Oh.
Okay.
He's literally the reason why I just have not finished the game because I have to play as him. I'm just like, I cannot stand you.
He's the
I
wild
don't
card.
want to deal with you.
He's the one doing
good.
the crazy GTA shit.
I don't.
Otherwise,
need
you're
him to be
just
the
this
one.
fucking shitty dad and this.
Yeah, but I can still do the crazy GTA shit with those people. I can
Yeah,
go
but that's
murder
not their
things and run people
character, though.
over and
That's
still.
the
I
point.
don't care. I'm the character. I don't need all that. Which is probably why I like GTA 3 because he's just selling protagonist. Like I don't
Yeah.
need.
That's
I'm doing the crazy GTA shit. I don't need Trevor and all of his shenanigans. Constantly. Just like, oh my god,
It
if
was
you don't
wild though.
get
That's
off my
GTA.
fucking
Like, that's
screen.
why people want to play it.
Yeah,
The Lost in
I
the Dam.
dislike him.
That was a good GTA game.
Yeah.
Like
I've
that.
never
Was
played
that
that.
was it Johnny?
Yeah, that was Johnny.
Yeah.
Who's in GTA 5, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Did not turn out good for him.
GTA 5 is going to be awesome on Switch too.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to have a great day.
Who do you hate? Who do you hate in GTA, Delvin?
I'm Brucey.
Brucey.
Both
No,
you, Brucey.
Annoying shit.
He's fucking ugh.
Yeah. I get it. It's a good answer.
He fucking sucks. Cousin.
Godzin.
Can I pick Dr. Dre as my answer? Favorite GTA character? Because he's in
Sure.
GTA Online? For some
Sure. If
odd reason.
That's where you want to go, yeah.
Last when they took him off talk radio.
Oh, fucking that
Oh,
shit is
yeah.
hilarious. You know what? Laszlo's my favorite GTA character. I fucking love him.
Oh, for sure.
He's great.
But when they
Straight
took him
character.
off the radio,
Mm-hmm.
you liked him more?
No, I did not like him more.
Oh,
just
okay.
thought it
I was like,
hilarious.
y'all need to get my man back. This ain't it. Like, what the fuck? Get back in the booth.
Good job,
All right,
Spider
all right.
Jedi. I appreciate that.
Forgot about Dre. All right. Final question, and then we can all go back to playing Switch.
Yes.
Apparently, this also came from Rob. He's just back in full force. Jesus. He says, how soon do we get a white Switch 2? Y'all know my OCD is not going to be okay with just one black piece of hardware on the desk when I inevitably start the buy, regret, sell cycle with the next gen of Nintendo hardware.
This man legit would pay Colorware $600 to paint a Switch 2 just white.
Yeah. He loves them Caucasians.
All white. Oh,
You know, you don't have to put the dock or the system on the desk.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd
you
have to be a
could put
part
it
of the
somewhere else
setup
where you don't
anyway.
have to see it.
it could sit on the nightstand in a drawer. You gotta be anywhere near your desk.
Yeah.
Leave it in the car. Leave it at the office.
Yeah, Rob, what you got against blacks?
The idea of an all-white Switch 2, just
Sounds
in
alarming.
concept, it sounds bad. Like I'm like,
Sounds
oh,
alarming.
what is it? It's like, but do you think that looks good though at all? I kind of don't.
I mean, the OLED doesn't look terrible.
But it's also not all white. I'm thinking like an all-white system,
That would be
Yeah.
ugly. That would be
Yeah.
right?
ugly.
Wouldn't it?
I think
An
that would be ugly.
all-white Switch, like ugh.
Nah.
Yeah, the white,
Then your kids
OLED
touch it,
isn't.
and they
It's
got
just
Cheeto
white
hands,
Joy-Con.
it turns yellow and stuff.
like it's just white Joy-Con. So if that's what he's talking about, there's a chance we get a color Joy-Con option somewhat soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just buy white Joy-Cons and you're good.
You get a decal.
Yeah.
You're $3 or $4 away from that.
Yeah, you can do
But
that right
I
now.
think Rob means all white.
Yeah, he
All
wants-
White back plate, white
He wants that
Joy-Con,
Snow
white
White.
dock, the whole white. Yeah.
White buttons.
And that's not good. Like just
Can't-
thinking about that, like, oh,
Can't see the X and Y BA because it's just white.
Yeah, you're a ways away from that, Rob. You're not going to even play the thing. So just save yourself the trouble and forget it exists.
I just Googled white Nintendo Switch 2 and I came across a Reddit that says white Nintendo Switch 2 ? And it asks a question, but here's the funny part. The Reddit username that started this thread is Mr. Buffet. That's a non-zero chance that that's Rob, right?
I agree.
I mean, that sounds
Like,
about
it could be
right.
Rob.
He loves food and
Right. He's cooking,
Yes.
he's got all these grills and shit. Like,
yeah.
we may have found Rob's alt just on a
found
whim.
you.
You may have just
found you,
given
Rob.
yourself
He
away
He is
with
fat.
this KKK Switch 2 shit you were going on about.
This is Make America Great Again Switch.
The MAGA Switch.
The MAGA switch, oh!
Now that's a shirt we should put up. I bet that would actually sell. We have a
It would.
make America Switch again. It's just a white switch.
Massa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
no, it's worse. It's worse.
It's even better.
That's getting us canceled. We were fine until then. We went too far. Goodness. Wow. Yeah, I don't like this.
I'm all in on this.
I got pictures of it.
The white
Okay.
switch.
This isn't so bad. Maybe. This is more in line with like the OLED. Let's see here.
Let's see it.
Is it a mock-up?
Oh,
That's not bad.
it's not too
It's
bad.
like with the colors under the sticks like this, it reminds me of like the Stadia controller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the buttons being black.
But at least the
being
screen
black,
is
it
still
just-
black and the
Yeah.
I imagine the back plate's still black. So that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
It's
I
not
think we need to change the Switch logo, put some color in that too. Like
Yeah.
something. But that's not terrible.
Huh?
But it ain't coming soon.
like this one.
Mm. I don't like it.
Yeah. Ugh. You know, somewhere like we're
The Mayo
disrupting-
Switch.
We're disrupting all of our European listeners. They love this shit. I'm convinced. All of our European listeners, they love white video game consoles.
Yeah. I don't know
Doesn't
why.
B-Mox have like the most sterile setup? It's
Yeah.
all white everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
American Psycho,
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
the Mayo edition.
Like a Switch 2 made in China.
I don't want the covered colored switch. I'm cool.
Oh,
No.
Delvin.
That's what it looks like.
Why?
Delvin.
We could have just went with the Mayo Switch. You have to
Nah,
go.
son.
Yeah, why'd you have to up the ante
Nah,
on that?
son. That's
Why-
that cum flavored switch. I'm cool on
Oh, stop.
This motherfucker here.
Stop. Oh,
that. Y'all,
damn
y'all
it,
can keep
Delvin.
that.
Ugh. Every week. Every week. You somehow
Look,
deride into this.
I'll be telling y'all sometimes. I probably shouldn't say what I'm going to say. Y'all be like, say it. And then I say like, oh, you should have said that. This is
You
y'all.
didn't say you shouldn't have said it. Just why?
I said he shouldn't have said it. I
we're not
said
gonna-
he should have said that.
We're not going to censor
Nobody,
you. But
nobody needed to
damn.
hear that.
That's what it looks like. And this is what
Yarden's-
Rob, this is what
Yarden's
Rob
on
wants
board.
to carry around proud. No. Just carry around this cum colored switch.
Oh, stop.
Is that how you
Yar-
feel about all white Air Force Ones?
Yeah.
Oh my God. White tees? Just
Skeet switch.
skeet switch, huh?
Nah. You don't need that.
Skeet save a hoe today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yarden's on board.
Yeah.
Damn it, Yarden.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Y'all know you still on board after what I just said.
Not a fan, Rob. Not a fan. But maybe one day the light will shine
Give it-
upon you.
Give it 3 years. Give it 3 years.
He's missing out. I keep trying to tell him how great Breath of the Wild is.
Yeah.
He,
It's amazing.
He'll try it in 4 years. Like he's just not playing GTA 5.
Facts.
Instead of
hating
waiting for it to
Trevor.
have ray tracing and shit like that. You know, he can't play anything normally. It has to be ray traced, has to have all
Path
the
trace,
ocular occlusion, path tracing. It's got
color
to also
traced.
support super ultra wide, you know?
Yeah.
XESS, DLC, FSR at the same time.
Yeah.
Same damn time.
UPS, 7-Eleven, all that shit now.
A rap store. All right. It's been 2 hours. We're out of here relatively early. Donnie's got an early day tomorrow.
I just read
Delvin.
what Jordan said.
It's probably gonna go fucking. And it's what he does.
Probably.
So, yeah, good job. You ran Yarden off. Good job, Delvin.
Good job. I'm proud of myself. man.
Jesus. All right. Well, until next week, we'll be in the Discord. But until then, please play some video games.
Wrong song.
Yep.
Buttons are messed up.
Thanks a lot, Delvin.
Try
You
this
broke
one.
it.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, 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 the edges.